Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream, guys. And so the big game is finally here. We have the Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills here in the first quarter. And so Buffalo's already kicked things off here. And so, yeah, things are on the way to Patriots. We'll get the football here first, and let's see how the offense is going to look out there. There's going to be some wind out there. It's going to be a lot to overcome there for this young rookie quarterback. But let's see how he does here on the road at Buffalo against the division rivals, the Buffalo Bills. And so now Mac Jones takes a snap, hands it to the back there. And so Harris picks up about a good 2 yards on the carry up the middle there, taking it to the Patriots 27-yard line. So now 2nd and 8 coming up for the New England Patriots here. Again, it's going to be important for the Patriots to try to establish the ground game. But Buffalo knows that, with the win there, you're certainly going to want to rely on the ground game more than usual in this one. And that's right down the Patriots' alley. So we'll see how things go here. But there we go. Mac Jones up under center here. Tight end goes in motion. Multiple tight ends on the play. One receiver, fullback in the backfield. Jones takes a snap, hands it to the back. Harris, he's running. And Harris picks up 4 yards on the carry, making it 3rd and 4 coming up from the Patriots' own 31-yard line. And so, Michael, what's good with you? What's good with you, Michael? How's it going? How's it going, man? Let me know who you got in this one, but thank you so much for coming through. And so, oh, man, what's good, man? What is good? How about them Patriots, right? Big game here. Big game here. Definitely hope that we're coming through here. Let's see. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Mike versus JB, absolutely. We're thinking about this all day long. But here we go. Jones facing 3rd and 5 here. Up under center, one back in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. They toss it to the back here, and he loses the ball but recovers it, but he's going to lose yards on the play. So a terrible play right there. And so thanks to that, they lost 7 yards on the play, 4th down coming up. So they will punt the ball to the Buffalo Bills there. So on 3rd down, they opted to toss it to Damien Harris, but he could not get the snap. He couldn't get the direct toss there. So that is interesting. So they're going to go ahead here and punt the football. So Buffalo gets to stop 3 and out here on the first drive of the game. Let's see. All right, so 4th and 11 here from the Patriots' own 24-yard line. They punt the ball here. It takes a bounce. It's picked up by Buffalo, and they're going to go all the way to about the 48-yard line of their own. And so Mike says direct competition. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Mike says Bills no secondary. So we'll see if that's the case. We will see if that's the case. Michael's got the Patriots. Okay, bet. And so let's see. Mike says, no hard feelings tonight, JB. Oh, either way, no hard feelings. You're right about that. There's still time for Buffalo to recover after tonight, so no hard feelings about that. But here we go. Speaking of Buffalo, 1st and 10. Buffalo now with the football. They had won the coin toss but opted to defer. So here we go. First quarter, 12 minutes and 46 seconds. They take the ball. They hand it to Singletary, and Singletary gets knocked out of bounds there, picked up about a good 2-3 yards on the carry. So now we're going to have 2nd and 7 coming up from about the Patriots' 49-yard line. Again, thanks to that short punt there, Buffalo had good field position to start off with. Mike says, welcome to my frozen blizzard world. Absolutely. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 7 here for the Bills. Josh Allen up under center here, one back in the backfield, multiple tight ends, and one receiver towards the bottom of the screen. And they hand it to the back, and he's met in the backfield there, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Devin Singletary was the back there taking the 2nd carry. This time he gained no yards there. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Buffalo Bills. Let's see if the pass defense can get a stand here. Let's see. Old man says Damien Harris can't be doing that. Yeah, this is too big a game for that. Too big a game for that. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 7. Allen out the shotgun here. You've got about 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. He takes a snap. Patriots sending pressure. And so Allen throws it, and it's dropped. It is dropped by Dawson Knox. He dropped that one. He's usually shorthanded this season, but that time he dropped it. Buffalo's going to have to punt the football here. So great stop there by the Patriots defense. The ball was there. It's just Knox was, hey, already we're seeing these guys having issues when it comes to the football already in this one. Mike says, tell Mac if he can't take the ice to get out of the freezer. Oh, he can take it. He can take it. Let's see, punts on the way. Will we get a return here? All right, he says get away from the football here, and it's going to roll into the end zone there. So the Patriots will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line here for their second drive of the game. Let's see if this time they can protect the football a lot better as they nearly created an opportunity for Buffalo to take that football. Damien Harris got to keep his head in the game. The Mike says the let's go Buffalo. Let's see. He says, oh, JB, all the chips bet on Breda. And so, and we're going to see what he's about today. We're going to see what he's about today. That we will see, no doubt about that. But that was a good stop for the Patriots, but it's going to come down to who can run the ball more effectively here and who can protect the football best. You know, with the weather being how it is there, it's going to be tough, but both teams have got to focus on protecting the football in this one. Let's see, Mike says, right side offensive tackle, Darrell Williams. Okay, so he's out too. Okay, bet. And so, Bram, what's going on with you? You say go Buffalo. Okay, so we got another person here for Buffalo. Okay. Let's see. Mike says Dawson drops. I like that for the night. That's going to be the theme. Dawson drops. And so, hey, Negro National League, what's going on with you? And you say run the ball. It's too windy. And so I feel you there. So it seems like we got a lot of Buffalo Bills fans here today. A lot of people, or at least a lot of people rooting for Buffalo in this one. So Rico's got Buffalo as well. Okay. Let's see. Old man says, JB, you already know. Let's go, Patriots. Oh, yeah, all the way. Pats all the way in this one. And so I see we got the crew coming on here. And so, Braden, what's good with you? You say, hey, everyone, what's going on with you? Who you got in this one? Of course, I got my Patriots here in this one, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to establish the ground game here early, get the lead early, because the advantage is going to go to whomever can get the lead early, especially later in the game if your opponent ends up having to pass the football in this weather. You certainly don't want to be the quarterback in that situation. That is for sure. So let's see. All right, so Braden's got my back here. He's with the Patriots as well. Bet. All right. I'm seeing a good mixture of Bills and Pats, so I love it. And so, Cleveland, what's good with you? And you say Patriots weather, and so I really hope that's the case there. Over the years, we've been tremendous in this weather, but obviously, with Mac Jones in there, quarterback is a little different than when we have Brady. So we'll see how he does in this environment. But again, we're looking at 1st and 10 for the Patriots here at their own 20-yard line. Expecting to see a heavy dose of all three running backs for the Patriots in this one, particularly the top two in Harris and Stevenson. But here we go, Patriots in the heavy formation. Got a fullback in the backfield. Multiple tight ends here. They're going to hand it to Harris. Harris cuts up, picks up 2 yards on the carry. Now we've got 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Patriots at their own 22-yard line. Again, we're here early first quarter with 11 minutes left to go here in the first, and neither team has been able to score or really move the football here in this one. This is going to be a game where you've got to be patient, continue to stick with the ground game in this one. Oh, man, look at that, 25 to 35 miles per hour. My goodness. All right, but here we go. Jones up under center. Of course, you've got Harris in the backfield. Fullback goes in motion. 2 receivers, tight end. They're going to hand it to the back. Harris up the middle, picks up about a good 4 yards on the carry there. So now we got 3rd and 4 coming up for the Pats. And again, you're going to see a lot of that tonight. You're going to see a lot of carries from both teams in this one because, quite frankly, that's all you can do, especially when you're going against the wind like the Patriots are here in the first quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 4. All right, so you've got Jones here in the shotgun. Let's see, you got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Brandon Bolden's in at the running back, and they're going to hand it to Bolden, and Bolden's looking, and he's going to be wrapped up. He's going to be wrapped up there. He lost a yard on the play. He tried to go outside, was not the right decision there. So now the Patriots got to punt the ball here on their second drive. And so if I'm the Patriots here, obviously you want to move the football as much as you can, but ultimately you want to try to run out this first quarter as quickly as possible, get to the second quarter where you can have the win to your back. All right, so here we go. Punt teams out there for the Patriots. Again, we're here in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Punt's on the way. It's a high punt, but it's not very far. So there we go. Oh, man, I mean, with the wind going how it is, though, how could you? But there we go. 1st and 10 for the Bills. I believe that's going to be at the Patriots' 40-yard line, it looks like. Patriots defense is going to have their hands full here in the first quarter, but they've got to respond, continuously go out there and make some plays and get some stops against this offense. Don't let them get going. As the old man says, it's going to be a battle. Whoever wins this definitely deserves it. Oh, yeah, because we're talking about obviously the pass game, but of course it's going to affect field goal kickers. We saw it affect punters as well. It's going to affect everyone. All you can do is just run the football. This is a game where every running back on the roster has got to be ready to go in there, and you're going to get some carries tonight. This is why you carry the running backs for this type of weather, for this type of game right here. Let's see. Old man says people forget New England have worse weather than Buffalo. And so absolutely. Let's see. Mike says all up the boogie. And so Braden says to just run the ball. Okay. And again, right now, neither team has scored so far in this one. Pats have had the ball twice so far in this one, had to punt both times. Buffalo had it one time. They had to punt, and we'll see what happens here when we come back from the commercial, in which Buffalo will have the football starting off at the Patriots' 40-yard line, basically due to the wind not allowing for the punt to go that far. And Mike says, again, let's go Buffalo. So Mike, diehard Buffalo fan there, rooting for his Bills. Brandon says, I expect a lot of two-point conversions tonight. I really wonder how many times are we going to see touchdowns in this one. I'm expecting this is going to be a low-scoring game. And so Mike says, how would cornerback Dane Jackson perform? And so, if you're a cornerback right now, it's going to be more so probably about your tackling than anything else right now, at least with the weather being how it is. Let's see. Mike says, the first one. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Mike says, if you were in Buffalo, you better off kicking a rock, JB. Absolutely. Mike says, don't forget about the bet. I have not forgotten. Mike says, Buffalo says, most important game in 25 years. In 25 years, huh? That is impressive. Absolutely. So, yeah, so far in this one, the weather, obviously a huge factor. And it's going to take these teams some time to adjust to it. But being able to adjust is what it's all about for teams competing for a Super Bowl. All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun. Allen's making adjustments here. You've got about 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Allen throws a quick one, but look at that. Look at the pursuit by the defensive backs. You throw a quick pass like that, they're looking for it. With the weather how it is, they're looking for it. And here we are in the first quarter, under 9 minutes left to go here. What a tremendous tackle there. Allen threw it to Sanders. He ended up losing about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 14 coming up here from the Patriots' 43-yard line. All right, so we're going to shotgun. You got the tight end going in motion here. They're going to hand it to the back. In the back, that's Singletary there. He takes it on a 4-yard gain. So Singletary so far in this one getting the bulk of the carries. I know for Buffalo, I've seen Matt Breida have some success in the backfield as well. I don't know what's going on exactly with Zach Moss and stuff like that, but they like to utilize different backs. You see, Mike says they tackled the Colonel. 80s would have loved that one, Mike. He would have loved it. All right, so Buffalo's going to go 5 wide here. They just motioned out the back there. You got a back, tight end, 3 receivers on the play. Patriots, they want to send – oh, look at that. We saw some movement there. They're going to call neutral zone infraction on that one. All right, so that's going to move them forward 5 yards. This is a game where you cannot have any type of mistake like that, man. You just cannot do it. You just cannot do it. Yeah, you cannot make it to where it's 3rd and short because basically you're going to give them 2 chances at getting the first. All right, so you go out of the shotgun again. No backs in the backfield here for Allen. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He sees his back. He throws it to his back. He needs 4 yards, and he picks up 4 yards for the first down for Buffalo. So now we got our first down in the game here, and we're here in the first quarter with about 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Mike says, Moss inactive stinks. So he's inactive in this one? Okay, bet. If that's the case, then I've won my fantasy football league then. Nice. Because somebody started Zach Moss. All right, but here you go. You got a back in the backfield, tight end as well. He fumbled it. He fumbled the football. That's Patriots football, baby. That's Patriots football. Patriot football. So Buffalo Bills make a big mistake on the play, drop the ball on the turf. You just can't do it. And there you go. It's Patriots football, baby. After that, what a big-time play. Let me see the replay there. And so he just never was able to get the handle, guys. The wind is just so strong here. You can't even hand it off to the back at this point. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm telling you, whoever scores first is going to get a major advantage in this one. But that is absolutely crazy, guys. And so, I mean, there's a lot of wind in this one, but my goodness, you can't even get a simple handoff to the back. You see, Mike says Spencer Brown is right, offensive tackle, correction. Okay, nice. And you said they moved Darryl to the offensive guard. Okay. Let's see, Mike says Deion Dawkins on the blind side tackle. And you've got, of course, Mitch. I remember Mitch Morse there, center. Okay, bet. And again, Buffalo, they had the football pretty deep into New England's territory there, but they fumbled the football there. And so thanks to the fumble, the Patriots are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line when we come back from the commercial. And so let's see, Mike says, all our eggs in Breda basket, not good start. And so absolutely. I have a feeling, though, the way that this game is going, this game's going to fly by pretty quickly, honestly, because if both teams are trying to run the ball or run those easy passes and stuff, you know the clock is going to continuously run in this one. Let's see, Mike says 55 miles win. Welcome to my frozen world, JB. And so much appreciated. Mike says your pass just went to fun shelter, JB. And so let's see. Michael says too many commercials. I guess they need the AdSense. I mean, the commercials feel like they're coming a lot because, quite frankly, a lot of teams are punting the ball. Well, both teams are punting the ball quite frequently, and they're running the football a lot, so the clock's going to keep running. So this game might actually end pretty quickly compared to other games that we've definitely seen throughout the season. Just given the circumstances, it definitely would make sense. But yeah, so far in this one, you can see from both teams, they really want to get the ball. They want to go ahead and run the ball, although Buffalo has the luxury right now in the first quarter to take a little bit of those short passes and stuff because the wind is actually in their favor right now. But once we get to the second quarter, that'll flip and be in the Patriots' favor. We'll see how things play out, though. As the old man says, guy dropped on that ball like it was the last slice of pizza. That is true. But here we go for the pass. Out of the shotgun here. All right, so we've got, let's see, a couple receivers here, tight end, a back, And he's going to hand it to Jonnu Smith. And Jonnu Smith, oh, man, he's gobbled up in the backfield there. And he's going to lose 2 yards on the play there. So we got a 2nd and 12 coming up. Patriots try to do something a little different there, run it with the tight end, but didn't work. Didn't work. And we're still here in the first quarter, 6 minutes and 35 seconds. This game's going by pretty fast here, but neither team has been able to score so far in this one. All right, so here you go, 2nd and 11 coming up. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Jones up under center, takes the snap. And they're going to do the end around there, and that's Aguilar. And so he's following his blocker there, trying to make something happen, and he picks up a good 6 yards on the play on the end around. So you see the Patriots trying to get creative because right now they're not in a position where they can pass the football. There's too much wind out there. You just can't do it. So they have to get very creative right now, at least until maybe second quarter they can throw a couple passes like what Buffalo's been doing because of the wind to be on the other side. But we're still here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Patriots facing 3rd and 5. Let's see what they call. All right, so we've got Jones here up under center. Heavy set. Got a fullback in the backfield, multiple tight ends. They're going to toss it to Harris. He gets the clean toss. He's up the middle. This is the foot race. He's going to go all the way here for a touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots. Let's go. Touchdown, Patriots. 64 yards. That's what I'm talking about. How about that? Wow. When the defense knows you're going to run it and you're still able to run it. How about that? Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy. Look at that. I mean, he saw the lane and, man, was it open, man. I mean, if I saw that lane, I probably could have taken it to the house too. But, wow, what a play by Damien Harris on that one. And he's sure going to get his workload tonight. But here you go. We're going to go for 2 on this. The Pats are going to go for 2. It makes sense. There's just too much wind out there to try an extra point attempt. So you're going to have to go for 2. And you know they're going to run the ball. You know they're going to run the ball here. They've got Bolden in the backfield. Jones up under center. Kendrick Bourne goes in motion here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Bill's making adjustments here. They know the run is coming. And they're going to toss it to the back again. This time Bolden, and he gets to the end zone there. So that's going to be the 2-point conversion there. So the Pats are up 8-0 so far in this one. So that's exactly what the Patriots needed on that. So, wow, what a play right there. Again, we're here in the first quarter, 5 minutes and 18 seconds there. Damien Harris had that 64-yard run there right up the middle, up the heart of the defense there. And then you have Bolden finishing in with that smooth 2-point conversion on that play. And we're still in the first quarter, guys, still in the first quarter. Mike says defensive tackle, Harrison Phillips on the tackle. Let's see. He says, linebacker first game, okay. And you say, and he's gone. And he's gone. There you go. Mike says, put a move on Tremaine Edwards, outside linebacker. He bluffed the play. And so, hey, that was one heck of a move there. Old man says, great run by Harris. Great block by Harry, too. Hey, great way to spot that one out there. That you have to give credit to the blockers there because when your opponent knows that you're going to run and you can't pass, like you really can't pass the football because of the weather conditions, that puts you at a huge disadvantage. And so the Pats, they were playing with bad field position, but hey, off the turnover, still able to score off the turnover. It's like I said before, you got to protect the football and you got to run the football in this one. It's just that simple. And a team that does that the best and a team that prevents the other team from running the ball, that's what's going to win this game. That's going to win this game. And Mike says, he still says, let's go Buffalo. And so he needs his team to respond right now. But Buffalo, we're going to see how they respond there. They still got 5 minutes and 18 seconds here in the first. So for Buffalo, you know, with the wind being in their favor right now, they can still go out there and try to make some passes and stuff. But in second quarter, then they'll be facing the obstacles the Pats have been facing in the first quarter there. So we'll see how things change in the second quarter, but we'll see how that goes. All right, let's see. Braden says, by the way, the Patriots will have the win if they're back in the fourth quarter, and that's a big advantage there. That is a huge advantage, and that's exactly why the Pats need to make sure that come the end of that third quarter into the fourth that they have the lead. You want to be up, especially by more than one possession there, and force them to have to throw the ball into that wind. That's what you want to do. And so, yeah, that would be a huge advantage. But, of course, You know, those 8 points is up there, but they still got to go out there and continue to play defense. We'll see what Buffalo tries to do to respond on this one. The last thing you want to do if you're the Bills is go out there and go 3-and-out and get the football right back to the Patriots. All right, so here we go. The Pats are about to kick things off here. And let's see how the kickoff is going to look actually as well, guys. We'll see how that kickoff looks as well. Let's see, kicks on the way. And, okay, so into the end zone. That's good. That's good. That backs them up there to the 25. So that's good right there for the Pats. So we'll see what the Bills do. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for Buffalo at their own 25-yard line. Here in the first quarter, again, Patriots lead 8-0 in this one. 5 minutes and about 18 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bills. Singletary's in the backfield. You've got about 3 receivers, 1 tight end, quarterback up under center. Allen's looking. He throws it, and it is caught by Diggs before he gets buried there by Bryant. But Diggs picks up a good 8 yards on the reception. 2nd and 2 coming up. Again, 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. As the old man says, N'Keal Harry has been one of our best blockers. And I definitely know that Bill Belichick has recognized that. But here we go. Tight end goes in motion. They're going to hand it to the back. Singletary. He's met, but he got just enough for the first down. So it's going to be a 2-yard gain, but still a first down for the Buffalo Bills. Mike says, JB looking confident. Hey, if we can go out there and run block like that, you'll see the confidence increase there. Absolutely. But I know the defense got to continue to play in this one. They got to continue to play in this one. We're counting on them. Again, we're still here in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Pats up 8-0, but Buffalo with a 1st and 10 at their own 35. Allen's looking. Allen has time. Allen's moving. Allen still in the pocket. He's moving. Somebody's grabbed him there. He picks up 2 yards there. Matthew Judon there brings him down after Allen picked up 2 yards on the scramble. That's definitely something to keep your eye out for when Buffalo does drop back to pass the ball. You know Allen will definitely be looking to run with that football. No doubt about it. Let's see, old man says, why does all these losing quarterbacks have so many commercials? I don't know why Baker has so many. I really don't. I really would like to know, though. All right, so we got a Buffalo Bills guy coming to the sideline there. That is Williams, I believe. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Bills. Again, still first quarter with about 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. All right, so they got Singletary in the backfield. Allen's up under center. Got a tight end, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Tight end goes in motion. Allen takes it. He's going to hand it to the back. Singletary. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 8 coming up. Let's see where we're at right now. So Mike says that Cody Ford's now, he said crappy Cody Ford to guard. There we go. All right, so let's see what's going to happen here. 3rd and 7. In the shotgun for Allen. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Patriots sending pressure. Allen's on the move, though. He's looking, and he's just going to throw it. And it is caught on the sideline there, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. They're going to call Buffalo for holding. That's going to back them up 10 yards. There you go. A holding, so that's going to back them up 10 yards. So negate the reception. They call Spencer Brown for the hold. Yes, the old man says Bill Belichick was talking about how Allen is a great runner. And so I've been thinking about that too, leading into this one. Mike says Bills can't run, but Allen can. Michael says the wind is destroying kickers. And so, yeah, definitely don't want this one to come down to a field goal attempt. That is for sure. All right, but here Buffalo goes, 3rd and 17. Again, we're still in the first quarter here, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And that's very important here because if the Patriots do get a stop here, you certainly want to try to get it closer to the second quarter if possible. Allen in the shotgun. Allen, he throws it up there. He overthrows Sanders there, incomplete. So 4th and 17 coming up, and the Buffalo Bills will have to punt the football from their own 28-yard line. So great stand right there by the Patriots defense, and they'll get the football back to the offense. Let's see, Mike says, he thinks a guard, bet. But yeah, Buffalo, they're unable to move the football, had the big penalty towards the end there that negated the first down, and so now they get to punt the football. Let's see, old man says, finally the refs call holding. Matthew Judon been getting held all season long. That is a fact. Well, let's see, punts on the way. Let's see if we'll get a return or not. And so Buffalo has the football. Did he touch it? It looked like he touched it, but I need to see a replay. Okay, so they're saying it's Pat's football here. Let us see the replay. Why is N'Keal Harry? What was he doing? Well, this is huge. This is huge right here. This is huge, depending on what they call. Why is Harry back there returning? Let's see, Mike says, Pat's not giving Bills time. And so there you go. Appreciate you for coming through, buddy. How's it going? So there you go. It is recovered by the Buffalo Bills there. Hit him on the helmet there. So N'Keal Harry with a massive mistake in this one to give Buffalo the football at the Patriots 14-yard line there due to the muff punt. Let's see. Mike says helmet head. Let's see. Mike says Bills bald. And so 80s, what's going on with you? You say go Bills. And so, of course. Let's see, Eddie says, he means passes up to their old tricks cheating. And so, all right, but let's see what they do with it. But here they go at the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Davis goes in motion. Takes a snap. They're going to fake it to the back. He throws it, and it is caught there in the end zone for a touchdown for Buffalo. So Buffalo gets on the board there. Again, this drive, they got started thanks to the muff by N'Keal Harry. Hit him on the helmet there. And so hopefully it knocks some sense into him next time to get away from the football and the Raiders like that. But, yeah, Buffalo got the touchdown pass there. And so, old man, words cannot describe how angry I am that something cheap like that is what got them in the end zone. It's just a shame. But Buffalo's going to opt to go for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. You see, Eddie says, hey, Mike, let's go Bills. So Mike says, I said Harry would make us worse. Let's see. Mike says, yeah, 80s. And so let's see. 80 says, TD, where is JB? Is he under the desk? Hey, Pat's still leading in this one. That's the important part. The Pats are still leading in this one. Let's see if the Patriots, when we come back from commercial, can they score again? Can Damien Harris do it once again? Can lightning strike twice out there and get a touchdown again? Let's see. Mike says this is the most division in history of JB Nation. But now all the Pats got to do is just go out there. There's 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter. So you want to go out there, keep running the football, get the first. Once the second quarter hits, then we will be able to pass the football, and Buffalo will have to resort to running the football like we've had to do in the first quarter because the wind will be against them and immobilize them from being able to pass the ball. So that'll help the defense out even more. Defense has been looking good, though, but N'Keal Harry, stay away from the football, man. Stay away from the football. I prefer to have a vet that just knows to get away from the ball. You know, things are tricky right now. Just don't return it. Just stay away from the ball. Just that simple. Stay away from it. And so Mike says Gabriel Davis. And so Mike says, 80s, what do we do with JB Banner? What do we want JB Banner to say? Well, I'll tell you what it's going to say right now, Mike. It's going to say the Pats are still leading this one, even if it is by 1 point. Mike says he Bills and Allen's biggest fan. And so let's see. Old man says Harry gave them those 7 points. Absolutely. Again, if you're just tuning in here, the Pats are up 8-7 in this one, or up 8-7, but Buffalo just scored a touchdown there to kill Harry. Let the ball hit him on the helmet there, and it gifted Buffalo 7 points. Cannot let that continue to happen there. Can't have turnovers, especially stupid mistakes like that. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Let's see. Mike says Tyler C. Bass. And so let's see. Mike says Brady gave you 8, old man. And so let's see. Mike says, has anyone seen Star Lale? And so let's see. Old man says there's still 1 for Harry. If he gets to 3, Bill Belichick needs to cut him. And so, oh, definitely. All right, but here we go. So Buffalo's going to kick things off here. Let's see if there's going to be a return on this one or if we'll get a touchback. Let's see. Mike says, Mac just want to find warmth. He'll find warmth in the end zone. I promise you that. He will find it in the end zone. All right, so the kick is on the way for the kickoff here. Again, the Patriots lead 8-7 in this one. In the first quarter with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Let's see, Eddie says, who the hell named their kid Mac? Oh, man, said true, Mike. All right, but again, we're about to see here 1st and 10. At the 25 yard line here for the Pats. Jones up under center, heavy formation here. You've got 2 receivers, multiple tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. They take the snap, they hand it to the back, and that's Stevenson there. Stevenson, look at him go. He gets the first down, 10 yards there up the middle. That's his first carry of the game for Stevenson. So he takes it to the Pats 35-yard line. Let's go. Let's go. The offensive line is opening up some holes right now, blocking, and that's exactly the formula that we need in this one. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. Jones up under center. Again, we've got 2 receivers towards the bottom of the formation and multiple tight ends, and 1 back in the backfield is Stevenson. Jones makes an adjustment. Buffalo has 4. They send a bunch. Play fake. Patch throw it. And somehow Janu Smith made the reception. Somehow, some way, he makes a circus catch there for 12 yards and the first down there for the Pats. Way to catch Buffalo, being overly aggressive on that one and to get that one wide open. But what a concentration there by Janu Smith to make the reception. You see, Mike says, watch when Allen throws in the hurricane. All right, but here we go. We've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end here, and they're going to hand it to the back. And so Stevenson drags the defender with him, picks up 6 yards on the carry up the middle. 2nd and 4 coming up at the Buffalo 47-yard line. So this drive is starting to get things going here. But the Patriots are going to go ahead and let this first quarter run out here. Take it to the second quarter here so that way the Pats can incorporate a little bit of passing yards, a little bit of passing plays as well, moving here in the second quarter. So that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the Patriots lead this one 8-7. They have the football right now, 2nd and 4 at Buffalo side of the field at Buffalo's 47-yard line. And so Mike says, just hand off. Bills can't stop the run. Mike says, dang, Air Jordan catch. And so, hey, that was a nice catch. That was a nice catch. Mike says, Mac looks like he's in so much pain. He better get used to it. And so Mike says, hi, welcome to Buffalo. And so, yeah, Mac he's going to get used to it. He's got to get used to it. He has got to get used to it. Let's see, again, so far in this game, though, Mac Jones, 1 of 1, 12 yards passing in the first quarter. Josh Allen, 4 of 6 for 24 yards and 1 touchdown. On the ground, Buffalo, 7 carries for 12 yards. Pats, 11 carries for 96 yards. Damien Harris is 76 yards on the ground and a touchdown on 5 carries. Of course, that touchdown came on a 64-yard run. And then right now you've got Stevenson trying to get warmed up out there, 2 carries, 16 yards. Mike says, I like your odds, JB, but Mac looks rough. And so he'll get warm as the game goes on. He will get warmer. Best believe it. Let's see, old man says, and that's why we keep bringing back old man Hoyer. And so old man Hoyer, good old man Hoyer. Let's see. All right, so Mike says, correction, Moss is active. And so what's going on with Moss as of late? Because, I don't even know how his carries are going right now. But for my fantasy football sake, just don't even play him. Don't even put him in there. Just keep going with Singletary. Just run him. You got Breda if you want him. Just keep Moss on the sideline. But, again, we're still at commercial, but when we get back, it is going to be the start of the second quarter. Patriots lead this one 8-7, and they're facing 2nd and 4 at the Buffalo 47-yard line. Old man says Hoyer went right to Mac to throw the ball around and to give him some pointers. And so, hey, that's what you love a veteran for. That's what you love a veteran for. And I love to see old man Hoyer on the sideline where he belongs, coaching him up. He does a great job of that. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 4, of course. Heavy formation there, multiple tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the back in the back. Barely gets back to the line, if not lose a yard there, but no gain on the play. So now we got 3rd and 4 coming up for the Pats here in the second quarter with 14 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Let's see what the Pats do. All right, so Mac Jones calling the play here. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's see. They got Bowden in the backfield this time. All right, so Jones up under center. Meyer goes in motion. We've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Again, Bowden is that back. They handed to Bowden. He shakes 1 guy off. He's running up the middle. Look at him go. He picks up a good 16 yards on the carry and a first down for the Patriots. Let's go. We're at the Buffalo 31-yard line here, 1st and 10 for the Pats. And they're continuously running the football. They're already over 100 yards rushing so far in this game, and this is just the beginning. I got a feeling when it's all said and done, they're going to have almost about maybe even 400 yards on the ground. Who knows? About 300-400 yards tonight when it's all said and done. But look at Bowden. And now he's going to go and try to get warm on the sideline. Speaking of warm, but let's see which back we got in the backfield. I think it's Stevenson. We got a fullback. We got Stevenson in the backfield. Got a couple tight ends, 1 receiver, takes a snap, and they're going to hand it to Stevenson. Stevenson takes the hit and keeps on moving his feet, picks up 3 yards on the carry. Meanwhile, we got a Buffalo player getting pretty handsy up there. Referee goes to break that up. All right, we got 2nd and 7 coming up at the Bills' 28-yard line. Again, this drive, 6 plays, 47 yards, and about 3 minutes and 46 seconds off the clock. All right, but here we go. Let's see. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Less than 13 minutes left to go in the second quarter, so still plenty of time in the second. Jones up under center, takes a snap, hands it to Stevenson. Stevenson, he falls forward, picks up 3 yards on the carry. So now we've got 3rd and 4 coming up for the Pats. Again, they're at the Buffalo 25-yard line in this one. On the drive, 7 plays, 50 yards, in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock so far. All right, so let's see what they call here on 3rd and 4. Jones up under center, making an adjustment here. We got one back in the backfield, multiple tight ends, and they hand it to Stevenson. He falls forward there, fighting forward, and he picks up 2 yards there. Someone snatched his helmet off on that one, but he picked up 2 yards there. So now, 4th and 2 from Buffalo 23-yard line. Will they be able to get the first down here? You have to think that they'll be looking to go for it. Oh, well, look at that. They're going to go for the field goal here. Okay, so they really believe in their kicker here. They're going to go for the field goal here. If Bill believes, I believe too. So Nick Folk, so far this season, 31 of 34. Let's see if he can become 32 of 35. 41-yard field goal. You see the goal pole moving here? Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. It is good. So the Pats convert on the field goal, and they're up 11-7 right now in this one. So 11-7 is our score right here in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in this one. Pats are going to kick things off to the Bills, and we'll see what the Bills can do here with the football when they return. 80 says, if it gets too cold, Bill Belichick will go back to it in his cave. And so never that, 80s, never that. You say, you mean his son? Absolutely not. That's why he's got the long hair for. Mike says, not saying you're slow, JB, but you're faster than Moss. And so I'll take it. I will take it. Mike says, the Bills stopped the run. Not every day you get to say that. 80 says, dang, the Pats are holding like crazy. I don't see it, 80s. I don't see it. The ref don't see it. Mike says, dang, good cuts. And so absolutely. Mike says, where Jordan Poyer? That's a good question. Again, we're currently at the commercial again, guys, right now. And yes, second quarter, 11 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Pats lead this one 11-7. And when we get back from commercial, the Pats are going to kick things off to the Bills and see how the Bills offense do this time out there. All right, so right now I see that we're at 11 thumbs up, so don't forget to make sure you guys press the thumbs up if you haven't already. And again, if you're somebody that's watching that's new, don't forget to go ahead and press that subscribe button as we do these play-by-plays regularly. And for the Patriots so far, it's all about the ground game. They've only passed the ball one time in this one, but on the ground, they have been really carrying the rock. I mean, 16 carries as a team, 120 yards on the ground, including that 64-yard touchdown that Damien Harris had 2 drives ago. Yes, see, Mike says Oliver stinks against the run. Well, that's great. Mike says never seen Bills linebacker Dotson or our other guy before. So that's the first time you're seeing him all season, Mike? Wow. And so 80 says stopped. Let's see. Mike says Matt Molino on the stop outside linebacker. 80 says if Bill believes, I believe. And so that's a fact. I mean, hey, and Bill Belichick, I got so much confidence in Bill Belichick. If he believes the kicker can do it, then hey, I believe it too. All right, so here we go for the kickoff. Kick's on the way. Will we get a return? And so it's touched by the Buffalo player, but it rolls out of bounds there. And so therefore the Bills will be taking over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. So now we'll see how this Buffalo offense will look here. Going against the wind this time, we'll see how that arm of Josh Allen looked if they do decide to pass it, but most likely they'll be looking to run the ball, kind of like the Patriots did in the first quarter. Let's see, Mike says, dang it. Mike says, Bills need Bo Jackson. Well, you don't have Bo Jackson, but what you do got is Zach Moss, and it looks like he's in the game right now. A bunch of tight ends, one receiver went back in the backfield, and they're going to hand it to Moss. And Moss, he goes forward for about a good 4 yards on a carry. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 from the Buffalo, about 29-yard line. Again, we're here in the second quarter with 11 minutes left to go here in the second. So Zach Moss picked up 4 yards the first time. Let's see what he does here on 2nd and 6. All right, so the Bills in the heavy formation. Dawson Knox goes in motion. He lines up at the fullback position, and they hand it again to Moss, and Moss, look at him go forward there. He picks up about 4 yards on the play there, so that's going to make it 3rd and 2 coming up there. Let's see if the Bills get the first down or if the Pats defense can hold strong and get them perhaps in the backfield or at least keep them from getting the first down. Let's see. We're going to find out. So here we go, 3rd and 2. Again, we're here in the second quarter with about 10 minutes left to go before the half. Allen's in the shotgun here. He's got tight end in motion, 3 receivers, 1 back. He's looking, he throws, and it is caught by Davis. And so Davis picks up 16 yards on the play and takes it to the Buffalo 49-yard line. And, of course, Allen has that luxury because he can. He's got a cannon on him. So he may take some chances in the win. It's up to guys like J.C. Jackson to make him pay. All right, but here we go for the Bills in the shotgun. And they fake it to the back there. And so Allen, he's going to run up the middle there. He picks up. Oh, look at him. He bounced back, bounced forward, picked up 5 yards on the carry there. And now it's 2nd and 5 at the Pats' 46-yard line. So the Pats defense has got to clamp down right now. You've got to clamp down right now if you're the Patriots on defense. As for the Bills, keep utilizing Allen, and it seems like Zach Moss might be the best option right now in terms of getting you some tough yards up the middle. Mike says 80s, you need to call all that holding, right? And so 80 says 35-11 is his score. Just disrespectful. But here you go, Allen in the shotgun. Here they're going to hand it to Breda. And Breda, he's looking. He picks up about 3 yards on the carry. So now we got 3rd and 2 coming up at the Pats' 43-yard line. Can the Pats get a stop here? If so, the Bills, who knows? Maybe they'll opt to go for it still. All right, so here they go in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it to Moss, and Moss picks up the first down there. They needed 2 yards. He gave them 3 yards. So that's a first down for Buffalo. 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 40-yard line. Again, second quarter, about 7 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here before the half. Patriots lead this one 11-7, but right now the Bills are moving the football on this drive in spite of being against the wind. As the old man says, Bowden has stepped up big since White went down. He really has, because I was so worried when White went down, but he has stepped up huge. Here we go, 1st and 10 from up under center, takes a snap. That's Moss, and Moss gets a yard on the carry there. The Patriots finally stop him there, so he gets a yard on the carry. All right, but we got 2nd and 9 coming in from the Pats 39-yard line. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 9. Allen's going to line up. Let's see. It looks like he's going to line up in the shotgun here. He's got 5 seconds on the play clock here. So you've got 4 receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Up, they're going to stop it. They're going to stop it. Delay of the game. You cannot have a mistake like that if you're Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. You just cannot give away free yards there and make it harder on the offense. Not when you're moving the football the way you are right now. Again, we're here in the second quarter. 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Pats lead 11-7 right now. And so Mike 80 says, yes, Mike, they need to throw that flag. They just want a flag thrown just to throw it. But here we go. 2nd and 14. Allen out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking. He looked like he wanted to run there, but he was brought down for the sack by the Patriots. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 19 coming up. But if you're the Pats defense, stay focused here. No penalties. No penalties. Nothing stupid. Nothing cheap. Nothing deep. Make sure that you go out there and force the incompletion there. Don't let them get anything deep. So definitely watch out for that. Definitely watch out for that. But here we are in the second quarter. We got 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here before the half. 3rd and 19 coming up. I expect for Allen to try to take a deep shot here. He's got a lot of confidence in his arm, so let's see if that's indeed what he does. Lines up in a shotgun, though. Takes a snap. He's moving. He looks like he throws on the run, and it's just incomplete. Knox dropped that one. So now the Bills are going to have to punt the football. What a stand there by the Pats. What a stand. Let's see. Mike says, A.J. Klein hurt, camp guys called up. Mike says, refs looking the other way, 80s. 80 says, yes, they typically Pats favorism. And so 80 says, great catch. All right, so the Bills are about to punt the ball here. Punt's on the way. This time, will the Pats get away from it? They do get away from it this time. And so, yeah, they'll start off at their own, looks like their own 16-yard line. So 1st and 10 at their own 16. Mike says the incredible Gabriel Davis. And so, Angel, what's going on with you? How you doing? How are you doing? I appreciate you for coming through. How you doing, and who you got in this one? Appreciate the super chat. Really appreciate the super chat, and thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're doing all right, and definitely let me know who you like in this one. If you got a final score projection, let me know that one as well. But thank you so much for joining us here on the stream. Absolutely, and appreciate that super chat. And let's see, 80 says, Allen has a cannon, Jones has a slingshot. Well, you know what? I'll take a slingshot if it can knock down that giant. I'll take it. I will take the slingshot. Absolutely, because we're knocking down giants today. Let's see, Mike says, Breda, Little. Let's see, Mike says, Moss proved me wrong. And so, let's see, 80 says, first, where is JB at, Mike? And so, you guys. And so, Mike says, Mac is so cold. And so, I mean, hey, it is what it is. And so, Dr. Donut, appreciate you for coming through. You say, is there anyone showing the game? I highly doubt that on YouTube, because YouTube is very strict about NFL games being broadcast on YouTube. So they will not let you just, like stream it live. And so that's why I don't do the live stream, especially when it comes to the NFL. College, sometimes you can get away with it. NFL, absolutely not. But appreciate you for coming through, though. Let's see, Mike says, Allen needs to run it. And so Oh, yeah, but the Pats are looking for it. The moment he takes off, they're looking for it. Again, we're right now at the commercial right now, but we are in the second quarter. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left. Pats lead this one 11-7. Let's see. Mike says, Allen did not run good. You see, Mike says, Dawson drops. Hey, y'all been a little harsh. Maybe Dawson's not used to the code. Maybe he doesn't like the code. Maybe that's what it is, because he was doing good before that. Mike says Dawson drops, had to work to drop that. How? It's too cold for him, Mike. He can't take it. And so Angel says going for the Patriots. And so I like it. I like it. The more Pats, the better. I feel like we're really about even right now in the stream in terms of those who's going for the Bills and those who's going for the Pats. But, hey, I like it. I like it. Let's see, Eddie says, too bad Jones slingshot always misfires. Well, if that's what you call a misfire, we'll take it. We will take it. We will take it. Sean McDormand should change his name to McDormand after this one. All right, so here we go. Jones handed to Harris, and Harris brought it down in the backfield there. They lost 2 yards there, 2nd and 12 coming up. So he lost 2 yards on the carry. Let's see. 80 says no yards. And so 80s is loving this. And so let's see. Dr. Donut says the Pats most underrated team in the league. You better tell them boys again, because they don't get it. They don't get it. But absolutely right. Absolutely right. But here we go. Let's see. Jones up under center. We got a fullback in the backfield. We've got multiple tight ends, 1 wide receiver. Meanwhile, Buffalo, they've got 4 in the line with a ton of linebackers and guys close. And up before the play gets started there, it looks like they got a flag out there. Let's see what they're going to call. They threw the flag to let us know that it is a timeout out there on the field, actually, by the Patriots. So the Patriots call a timeout there. So they want to call a timeout, make some adjustments. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. And Sean McDormand, I mean, he's just mad right now. I don't know if he's just mad or if he's too cold right now. And he's like, that guy's got my heater. That's what he's looking like. 80 says holding offense. And so I'm glad that 80's not the referee right now. We would be in some serious trouble. Some serious trouble. But, yeah, when we come back from the timeout, though, it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Pats at their own 14-yard line. Again, second quarter, 4 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Patriots have only opted to do 1 pass play so far in this one. They've got 12 passing yards. Buffalo, Josh Allen, he's 5 of 8, 35 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, no interception in this one. He's also got 3 carries for 7 yards. He's been sacked 1 time in this one as well. But here we go, 2nd and 12 coming up. Let's see what the Pats opt to do. Fresh off the timeout there. Myers goes in motion. 2 receivers towards the top of the screen. Got multiple tight ends towards the bottom of the formation. 1 back in the backfield, that's Harris. And so they toss it to Harris. And so they got him in the backfield there. Myers was unable to hold up his block there. Guy got in the backfield and brought him down for a loss of 4 yards on the play. So now we've got 3rd and 16 coming up here for the Pats. So great job by Buffalo, though, getting off their blocks. They got off their blocks. There was no surprise. This wasn't a guessing game. They went back there, and they got him. Let's see, Mike says Mac would give anything to go in the mansion and warm up his footsies. And so, but here we go. 3rd and 16 for the Pats. Jones up under center here. Kendrick Bourne goes in motion. They hand it to the back, and that's Bowden. Bowden, he goes to the edge there, and he fights for a tough 10 yards there. But they're still short of the first down by 6 yards. So now the Pats are going to have to punt the football from their own 20-yard line. Let's see. Doctor says, wonder how many yards Harris and Stevenson finish with. I mean, I would add Bolden in there as well. But I think when it's all said and done, you can expect the Patriots to have anywhere between 250 to about maybe, I'll say about a good 370 yards, between 250, 370 when it's all said and done. Because they're certainly not trying to pass the ball in this weather. They're not trying to pass the football here. So, yeah, definitely going to rely on that running game. And if they can run like they did in the first quarter, things will be good. But meanwhile, the punt on the way. Nice punt. And it rolls Still rolling out of bounds at the 34-yard line for the Bills there. So Buffalo's going to take over at their own 34-yard line here in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in this one. This is the point of the game now if you're the Pats defense. You know Allen's not afraid to pass it, but with the weather being how it is, you got to be alert, especially if you're J.C. Jackson. This is what you do. This is the perfect time for a turnover. Perfect time for a turnover. Yes, see, Mike says, get big, Buffalo. And so Mike says, Sean McDormand, fired up, JB. He may be fired up, but that's because he's cold out there. He's cold, so you got to stay warm. He's got to stay warm somehow. Eddie says, that is a stop, JB. It may be a stop. But if we get a turnover, then that stop won't mean anything. We just got to get a turnover here, get the 7 points back that we gifted Buffalo early on in this one. And let's see, Doctor says, Falk made a 41-yard field goal in this weather. Crazy. I was a little surprised. But, hey, it was right down the middle. It wasn't like it was close or anything. It was right down the middle. It was good. He could have made it from about 48 on the 48-yard line. So very impressive indeed. That's a good sign, a very good sign. And 80 says, can JB spell stop? And so how about we show you even better, 80s? We show you by stopping Buffalo here. How about that? Better yet, we'll do something better. We'll go ahead and show you a turnover. How about that, 80s? Just for you. Absolutely. But again, just to recap the stats so far in this one on the ground for the Patriots, in this one, Damien Harris, he's got 7 carries for 70 yards. But most of his yards came on that 64-yard run. Since then, lately, he's been losing a couple yards there. Got to get back to it. It's going to be up to the guys up front. When they win the battle, these backs will put in work. But the offensive line must continue to win that battle. Bowden, he's looked pretty good as well. 3 carries, 25 yards for him as well. His longest run was 16 yards. And then you've got Stevenson, 6 carries, 24 yards as well. His longest run, 10 yards as well. And then you've got guys like Aguilar. He had 6 yards on the ground as well. Janu Smith actually lost a yard the one time he ran it. So the Patriots are clearly the game plan is to go out there and just keep running. Make those guys tired. So if they keep running like this in the second half, it should open up some bigger holes, of course. When you keep running the football, good things will eventually happen. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, though, I mean, you look at Zach Moss, 4 carries for 12 yards. Josh Allen, 3 carries, 7 yards. Singletary, 6 carries for 11 yards. And Matt Breida, 1 carry for 3 yards. But here they go in the ground there. There's Singletary. Singletary picks up a yard in the carry. 2nd and 9 coming up. Again, we're here in the second quarter. About 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the second quarter before the half. Patriots lead this one 11-7, but Buffalo has the football right now, and let's see what they do. All right, but here we go, 2nd and 9. Allen in the shotgun. You got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Fake it to the back, throws it quickly. And it's caught by the receiver there, and that's Diggs, and Diggs picks up 6 yards there. So here we go. 3rd down coming up, about 3rd and 3. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the second quarter. Of course, Buffalo with all 3 timeouts, and they got the 2-minute warning here, but it won't mean much if they're not able to get this first down. All right, so here we go. Allen up under center. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield, but it's going to be the 2-minute warning, guys. So we got to stop this one here at the 2-minute warning here again. Patriots lead this one 11-7, but Buffalo with the football facing a big-time 3rd down, 3rd and 3 from their own 41-yard line. Let's see, Mike says, 80s Max be like, my fingers are so cold, coach, boo-hoo-hoo. And so as long as we're winning, he can say whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. So Eddie says, I hear you, Mike. Absolutely. But again, right now, we're currently at the commercial right now, so we're not missing anything. Of course, 2-minute warning there. Buffalo with all 3 timeouts here. So this 3rd down is important. If the Pats get the stop here, then expect for them to go ahead and perhaps call a timeout immediately, and then try to see what they can do before the half. They can maybe get a field goal, tack that on, and make it a 7-point game before the half or not. But again, Pats had the football first, so Buffalo will get the football coming out of the half, and we'll see what they do with it because, again, the third quarter, the win will be in their favor again, so we'll see how the third quarter plays. But right now, we'll see how the Pats defense holds up here on 3rd and 3, and can Buffalo get the first down. Let's see. Eddie says, Mike, maybe Mac's hands are cold after handling that cold raw meat to feed Belichick's son. You guys are brutal today. You guys are brutal. I get it from Mike, but 80s. Gee, 80s is just anti-Patriots. And again, we're still at the commercial right now. But Allen's, he's 6 of 9 passing, and he's got 41 yards in this one. He's been sacked one time in this one, but he's also got that one touchdown. Now, again, turnovers is big. Buffalo turned it over. The Pats, muffed the punt there. And so turnovers are big. You cannot give a team free possessions. You just a free field position in a game like this, especially because it's going to come down to protecting the ball and running the ball for the most part. And let's see. AD says touchdown before the half. But let's see. It's 3rd and 3. Allen in the shotgun. Breda goes in motion 5 wide. Patriots showing blitz. Will they send blitz? They do send the pressure. Allen has to throw it, and it's deflected by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. He went up there, deflected that one. Incomplete. What a stand for the Patriots there with 1:56 remaining here for the Pats and 2 timeouts to see what the offense can do and if they'll be able to try to get some points before the half. I imagine they're going to continue to do what they've done all game long, to continue to go out there and run the football. If it goes to the half, it goes to the half, but you don't want to turn the football over, so we'll see how that goes. But first things first, let's see the punt. Let's see. Doctor says, how many pass attempts for Mac at the end of the game you think? I'm gonna say a total of maybe 4 or 5 passes for Mac when it's all said and done. And that's like the most, about 4 or 5. But that's a good question, though. But I'm thinking about 4 or 5. Let's see. Mike says, Deion Dawkins let him by. Devastating. But, yeah, let's see what the Patriots offense can do now after the punt there. 1st and 10 at the Patriots 25-yard line. Let's see what Mac Jones can do. I mean, if we are going to get some pass attempts here, it's going to have to happen now. So I might up that to maybe about 8 to 10, maybe about 8 to 10 if they do decide to pass before the half. All right, so let's see what the Pats can do here. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. You've got Mac Jones right now about to call the plays, and let's see what they're going to do. Looks like Damien Harris is the back that's going to be in the backfield here. All right, you've got one receiver, multiple tight ends, a fullback in the backfield. Jones up under center here. He's going to take the snap, hand it to Harris. He sees a hole. Darius, and look at him go. He picks up 17 yards there, right up the gut of the defense there for a first down for the Pats at their own 42-yard line. Let's go. Let's see, Mike says Mac Jones, the snowman. And so Doctor says, hate the Bills, but their touchdown song is fire. Hopefully we won't hear that song anymore tonight. Meanwhile, Harris picks up about a good 2 yards on the carry there. All right, so we've got 2nd down coming up. We've got 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining here before the half. But Harris, he calls to the sideline here. That's Harris' signature move from time to time in the game. He normally comes back, though, later on, but he will do that from time to time. The clock is ticking, though. 50 seconds remaining. 2nd and 8. Jonnu Smith goes in motion. Got a fullback in the backfield. Stevenson's the back. They're going to hand it to him. And Stevenson, they stand him up, and he picks up about 1 yard or 2 on the play. It's going to bring up third down. All right, so the Patriots called a timeout here, so they're not trying to take it to the half yet. They want to try to see if they can at least get in the field goal range here before the half, but they feel their best chance is to run the football. Let's see, Mike says, is he going to run and still can't stop the run? That's what it seems like, but luckily for them, time is on their side. And so Mike says, you've been calling for him earlier. He finally showed up. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 7. You've got Jones up under center here. You've got, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the back there in the back. Makes a couple guys miss, still on his feet. Look at him. A lot of effort there. Took it all the way to midfield, but ultimately still 2 yards shy of the first down. So there's still, 10 seconds left. Will Buffalo call a timeout, or will they let it go to the half? All right, so it looks like there's a timeout that's been called by Buffalo. Okay, 7 seconds left, 4th and 2 at their own 50. You see, Mike says, end of the first quarter. It's almost halftime, Mike, almost at the half. So, yeah, we've got 7 seconds left before halftime. And again, the score is Patriots 11, Buffalo 7. But we're almost at half. We got 7 seconds left, but the Bills called a timeout. And so, Shantice, how are you doing? How are you doing? I hope all is going well, but how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming through and joining us here on the stream. Appreciate you for coming through. Who you like in this one, Pats or Bills? But thank you so much for coming through. And again, hope that you're doing well. All right, again, here we go. 4th and 2. Pats are fit to punt the football here. 7 seconds left. All right, so let's see. First, let's see if it's a nice, clean punt here. All right, let's see. Punt's on the way. 4 seconds, 2 seconds. And, all right, so that's going to take it to the half there. It takes it all the way to the half there. And so we're at halftime now. And so, of course, in the second half, Buffalo's going to get the football, but the Pats lead this one 11-7 in this one. And so protecting the football has been huge in this one. Both teams with 1 turnover in this one, and each turnover resulted in touchdown for both teams. And so definitely protecting the football is huge for the Pats. Being able to run the football has been very big in this one. Let's see. Mike says this is the biggest half of the NFL year. Let's see. Shanti says, hey, Mike. All right, there you go. Mike says, JB, the thrill of victory or the cold agony of defeat. I'll take victory for my Patriots in this one. We will take victory. Thank you very much. We will definitely do that. But so far in this game, just to highlight some of the highlights here, the big story is when it comes to passing, there is apps like Mac Jones has only thrown 1 pass in this one for 12 yards, and Jonnu Smith had to make one heck of a catch to get that completion. Now, Buffalo, they've shown little to no fear when it comes to passing the football in this one. 6 of 10, 46 yards passing in the first half, 1 touchdown, no interceptions there. He's been sacked 1 time, but Josh Allen, he's showing no fear. He has the cannon to get it there, and obviously he'll still run the football as well. 3 carries for 7 yards in this one for Josh Allen. And then you look at the run game for the Buffalo Bills. So far in this one, 14 carries for 33 yards as a team. Now, Zach Moss, he's got 4 carries, 12 yards. Devin Singletary, 6 carries, 11 yards. And then you've got Matt Breida, 1 carry for 3 yards so far in this one. As for the Pats, when it comes to the ground game as a team. 23 carries for 149 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Longest run of the night for either team is Damien Harris' 64-yard touchdown run that he had early in the first quarter. Damien Harris, he's got 9 carries for 89 yards and 1 touchdown. And this one, Bowden's got 3 carries for 25 yards. And then you've got Stevenson, he's got 8 carries for 30 yards as well. And this one, Aguilar, he had 1 carry as well for 6 yards as well. And so let's see. So Shanti says, I'm okay and still okay. So undecided at the moment. Okay, well, if you do decide which side you want to be on, definitely let me know. There's always room on my Patriots for sure. If you want to join that side, definitely you're welcome to. But of course, either way, that's what's up. And so, hey, what's going on with your Somyak? Thank you so much for coming through once again on the stream. And you say, what does it say? Option to receive second half, kickoff for the Bills. And so, yeah, the Bills will get the football in the second half, and they're going to have the win to their favor in the third quarter as well. So when we come back in the third quarter, Buffalo will get the football. The win's going to be to their back. Those are the Patriots defense. It's going to have a big challenge in that one, but they've got the lead now, and we'll see how things play out there in the third quarter. Buffalo was not really too much fazed by the win in the second quarter, even though they did not score in the second quarter, but they were moving the football. Obviously, penalties and stuff played a factor, stuff like that. Some key drops by Dawson, as you guys call them, Dawson drops and stuff like that. But ultimately, that played a factor as well there. But they were definitely moving the football, and they still threw the football just as much as they did in the first quarter. And so let's see. 80 says, JB Nation halftime show. You already know. You already know. And so 80 says, what did JB think of the Eagles going off the field, not shaking hands of the Jets? And so, you know what, 80s, I did see something like that. What did the Jets do to you guys? What did they do to you guys? I mean, come on now. Come on now. 80 says, I love it. It was cooperation. And so, hey, I mean, I get it, though. I get it, though. There are plenty of times where I saw Brady not shake opponent hands as well. So it is the Jets, so I won't complain about that one. I won't complain about that one at all. At all. Absolutely. And so let's see what it is right now, Monday Night Football. So I'll use this opportunity right now since we are at the half. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Patriots lead this one 11-7. And make sure you guys, if you haven't already, that you do subscribe to the channel. And also make sure you press the thumbs up button as well to show support for the stream and stuff like that. And so really appreciate you guys for doing that. Really do. But give me 1 second here to pull up the schedule real quick. Let's see. 80 says it's JB called an OT. It's a little early for that, but you know, 80s, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. But I got a feeling if it went that far, 80s, it probably would just end up in a tie if it did go to overtime. In a game like this, a tie is a strong possibility, and that's not what we want from a game like this. Absolutely not. All right, but yeah, give me 1 second, guys. All right, so next week will be week 14. All right, let's see. All right, so here we go. So at this point of the stream, since we're at the halftime, this is where I'm going to go ahead and call out some of the games that's going to be taking place in week 14 that we have to look forward to in the future. And I want to hear from you guys in terms of which games, well, which team do you have winning in these matchups, and give me a final score projection. I know it's still early, guys. We got like a lot of time to go before we reach Thursday to start Thursday night football and stuff. But still, since we got some time at the half, I'm going to go through these games, and you guys let me know which guys you have pick to win the matchups. All right, so I'll start with Thursday night football. The Pittsburgh Steelers coming off of their win against the Baltimore Ravens there, in which Big Ben and company were able to come through in the end, going against the Minnesota Vikings, who just lost to Detroit. It's going to be in Minnesota. And so what do you guys think? Steelers versus Vikings. Who do you guys like in that one? Definitely let me know here in the live chat section who you guys like out of that matchup between the Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. That one right there is absolutely tricky there. I mean, you never know which Minnesota team is going to show up, but they just lost to Detroit there. I mean, but at the same time, Pittsburgh, they tied with Detroit, so Detroit could have beaten them. They tied with them. It is down in Minnesota. And so let's see what you guys say so far. All right, so Mike says he's got the Vikings winning 17-13. Okay. Let's see. Shanti says Pittsburgh winning. Okay, and this one I'm thinking, since it's in Minnesota, I mean, you never know how the offense is going to show up there, but that's tough. That's tough. I mean, because right now I'm thinking that Minnesota could win this one 17-14, but I don't know yet. But I'm going to go with that one for now. Minnesota 17-14, but of course I'll have my final projections on Wednesday when I do my picks and stuff like that. So I'll determine for sure that time. But for right now, I got Vikings over the Steelers 17-14 in that one. Both teams struggled with Detroit. One lost, one tied, but still, none of them beat Detroit technically. So we'll see who can beat each other on that one. All right, so what about the Atlanta Falcons here? This is a Sunday game here. Atlanta Falcons on the road at the Carolina Panthers. Who do you guys like in that matchup? Matt Ryan, or do you like Cam Newton? Again, both teams enter that game at 5-7, so we'll see which team will move on to 6-7 and which team will move on to 5-8. If anything, this matchup might mean something when we're talking about who's going to be drafting earlier probably in the NFL draft. We'll see who wins this one between the two teams. Personally, I mean, looking at the matchup, being in Carolina, I mean, you look at their defense versus Atlanta offense, and I like how their defense matches up, but vice versa, I just don't know what to expect from Cam Newton at this point, guys. Let's see. Mike says he's got the Falcons winning 25-13 over the Panthers. I mean, I'm sorry, 28-13 in that one. So, okay, Mike, 28-13. Let's see. I just don't know which version of Cam Newton's going to show up there, but with no Christian McCaffrey, I'm not going to give him the doubt there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hesitantly say the Falcons are able to win that one because, I mean, Colorado Patterson, he's been pretty good there. So Colorado Patterson and the Falcons, I'm going to go Falcons. Final score being 22. I'm going to go 22 to about 22-13. 22-13 over the Panthers. You got 22-13. Something tells me that Shantice knows about them Falcons. You say the Falcons, but you're so hesitant to say the Falcons because we know how the Falcons, the moment you pick them, they'll let you down. But I don't know what to expect from Cam Newton right now. With no Christian McCaffrey, I don't feel good picking them. So, I got the Falcons winning that one on the road. All right, so next up, you've got the Baltimore Ravens, who's 8-4, on the road against the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield and company. Once again, last time they played, I felt like Cleveland had every opportunity to win, but the coaching staff let them down. They refused to bench Baker Mayfield, and it cost them. But at the same time, though, the ground game was not – they weren't able to get the ground game going, but we'll see if the ground game can get going, and that one's going to be in Cleveland this time. It will be in Cleveland this time. What do you guys say? AD says he's been waiting for this one. He says JB loves Baker. That is not true. JB does not love Baker at all. At all. Not true. But you got the Browns. Okay, you've got the Browns. And so let's see. Shanti says Baltimore once again. Okay. I'm thinking in this matchup, Lamar Jackson, he's really frustrated right now. I think he cares a lot more than Baker Mayfield does. Well, Baker won't be able to help his team. So I got the Ravens winning in that one. I'm going to say final score being Baltimore about 20, Cleveland 10, 20-10. 20-10 is what I got. Unless Baker Mayfield gets benched, 20-10 is what I got. Again, guys, we're still at the half, and so the Patriots lead 11-7, but Buffalo will get the football first to start the third quarter when we do resume from the half. Mike says it's too close to call. Far too close to call. Well, how about this one, Mike? The Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson finally looked like he started to look a little bit more like himself. Again, I still want to see DK become more involved in the offense there. But the Seahawks, they're 4-8 right now. The good news for them is that they're going against the Houston Texans that have half the wins that they do. So Houston is 2-10 right now. So who do you guys like? Seahawks at Houston. I like the Seahawks in that one. I think the Seahawks win final score probably something like 26 to about – maybe 26 to about 9 because I think that Terrell got hurt again. So I'm going to go 26-9. Seahawks win. All right, Shantice has the Seahawks. Bet, okay. Mike says basic. Well, Baker basic. Let's see. 80 has the Seahawks. Okay, he's got the Seahawks. All right, and so let's see. Mike says Seahawks win 27-7. I like it. All right. Ooh, and then the next one, we've got a pretty good one potentially. The Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to be entering at 6-6. I mean, they lost a close one to the Washington football team. You know, Washington, they're playing pretty good, Mike. You're going to stop calling Washington sorry. They've been playing pretty good as of late. They found another way to win against the Raiders. And but they're going on the road against the the Raiders are going on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs here. This will be the second time that they'll be meeting this season. The Raiders won the first time around. Do you guys believe the Raiders can do it this time in Kansas City and sweep the Chiefs? Let me know. Chiefs have been playing really good right now. Are the Raiders a team that can beat them? Let me know your thoughts for that one. Personally, I got the Chiefs winning that one 34 to – I'm going to go 34-20. 34-20. All right, so let's see. All right, so 80s has the Chiefs, okay. And let's see, Mike says 34-13. Okay, so I gave the Raiders one more touchdown than Mike did, but ultimately we both believe Kansas City's going to put up 34 points in that one. It's a good opportunity for the Chiefs. The Raiders right now, their confidence is being shaken right now. It's being shaken. Let's see, John T said, okay, so you got the Chiefs in this one too. All right, so we all got Kansas City winning. I like it. Meanwhile, we should be getting back from the half sometime soon. All right, let's see. We've got, how about the Saints at the Jets? The Saints at the Jets. Who do you guys like in that one? Let's see. Mike says, JB, we got the mind meld of excellence. That we do. Got to appreciate Mike. Even though our teams are going head-to-head in a fierce battle, we can still have that bond right there. You got to love it. Got to love Mike. Got to love him. Let's see. Eddie says the Eagles have a bye. And so, okay, so you guys on a bye week this week? Okay. And so let's see. Shanti says the Saints got this one. And so Taysom Hill went out there, and when he ran the football, he was really effective. Meanwhile, the Patriots are going to kick the ball off here. It's going to roll into the end zone there. There's going to be no return. So, therefore, Buffalo's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line here to start off the third quarter. So, we're back, guys. We are back. All right, so 80's got the Saints as well. Okay. And so, yeah, I got the Saints winning that one. The Jets versus the Saints defense, I don't like that matchup for the Jets. So, I got the Saints as well in that one. All right, here we go. Allen in the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the formation and the tight end towards the top of the formation, 1 running back as well. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And it's caught by Beasley. Beasley pushed out of bounds there, but he picked up about a good 11 yards there and a first down for Buffalo. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Again, we're here early third quarter. Buffalo with the football. They find themselves trailing here in the third quarter, 7-11. And let's see what they do. All right, so here we go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. They hand it to the back, Singletary. Singletary up the middle there. Ooh, look at Singletary. Picks up a tough 5 yards there on the carry. 2nd and 5 coming up there at the Buffalo 41-yard line. So here we go, 2nd and 5. So Buffalo, they're playing a little bit more up-tempo here. They clearly want to get some things going, get the rhythm going. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 5 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight. Well, actually 4 receivers on the play. 1 running back. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He throws. And it's incomplete. Got to be careful with those passes there. Incomplete. He was throwing towards Emmanuel Sanders. 3rd and 5 coming up. And Mike says Dawson catch. Wasn't Dawson that time. Wasn't Dawson. It was Cole Beasley with the reception that time. And so let's see. Shanti says, Saints my team, so we're going to beat the Jets. There you go. Bet. I like it. But here we go to the shotgun for the Bills. 3rd and 5 here. He throws it. Oh, you got to pick that off, JC. This is what you do. You got to pick it off. The ball went right to you, baby. You got to pick it off. Oh, man. That would have been a huge pick because then you could have taken it all the way. This is what I was banking on. I said to myself coming into the game, I said there's going to be 1 or 2 chances where JC's going to have in the game to get a pick 6. That was one of them. That was one of them. So the Bills are going to have to punt the football here to the Pats. 4th and 5 from their own 40-yard line. Let's see, punts on the way, and it rolls into the end zone there. So the Pats will take over 1st and 10 from their own, 20-yard line. Let's see, Mike says, run better. Mike says, Jets will lose. And so, oh, yeah, they will. And so 80 says, pass interference, okay. Mike says, Colonel stinks. And so Eddie says, what is Josh Allen doing? I mean, he tried to give us a gift. JC's got to put 2 hands up instead of 1. 2 hands up instead of 1. Absolutely. Again, we're right now at the commercial here. It's the 3rd quarter, 13 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the 3rd. The Patriots are up 11-7. And when we come back, it's going to be Pats football here. So we'll get to see the Patriots offense for the first time here in the second half. But let's see, where was I at last time? All right, so we just did the Saints and Jets. All right, so how about the Jaguars on the road at the Tennessee Titans? You guys let me know who you like in that matchup. Jaguars versus the Tennessee Titans at Tennessee. Tennessee coming off of back-to-back losses. Do you guys think they right the ship against the Jaguars, or will they continue to stumble here? Let me know that one. All right, so first and foremost for the Pats, continue to protect the football. That's what's going to be important. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Pats here at their own 20-yard line after the punt from the Bills. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, they hand it to Stevenson up the middle. Stevenson, he's going to pick up a tough 3 yards on the carry there. About a good 3-4 yards on the carry. Let's see, 80 says 3 and out. We shall see. All right, so here we go. This will be 2nd out coming up here. Let's see if the Pats can get the first down here. 80 says it's going to be 3 and out. Let's see. Went back in the backfield. Myers goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Went back in the backfield. Jones up under center here. Buffalo's got 4 down there, but they send some pressure, and they hand it to the back. In the back, look at Stevenson go, and Stevenson picks up the first down. He reminds me so much of Steven Jackson, the way that he can just run in there with the strength and the quickness and stuff. Reminds me so much of Steven Jackson when he was in his prime with the Rams. So that's the first down. 80s, how about that? And so Andrew says first down. Andrew knows what it is. Appreciate you for joining the stream, buddy. How's it going? How's it going? But appreciate you for joining. But here we go, 1st and 10 for the Pats. Let's see, you've got one back in the backfield here. You got Myers going in motion, 3 receivers on the play. Got a tight end in the backfield. Jones spun to center. Bourne goes in motion here. They're going to hand it to him. And Bourne, look at him go. He picks up 3 yards there towards the bottom of the formation there on the left side. So he picked up 3 yards there. They handed it to him directly, and he gained 3 yards on that carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 7 for the Pats at their own 34-yard line. If you're the Pats, you want to continue to keep running, get the first downs here, and with each first down, continue to take time off the clock here and try to get it to the 4th quarter. But here we go, 6 offensive linemen, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 running back. Stevenson's the back in the backfield. They hand it to him, and Stevenson makes the first guy miss. Gets past the second guy. Look at him taking almost the midfield there. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, but there's a penalty. They're going to call a penalty, guys. They're going to call a penalty. What are we doing here? A penalty? We finally get a good run like that. We're going to get a penalty against us. You cannot have that happen. You just cannot have it happen. And they called it on Janu Smith. Can't have that happen. Just can't have that happen. In a game like this, aside from turnovers and stuff, penalties is the second biggest hurdle. You just cannot have it happen. Well, here we go. 2nd and 17 after the penalty. One back in the backfield here. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the formation and multiple tight ends. Take the snap. They're going to toss it to the back, and that's Stevenson. Being patient. Runs up the middle there. Picks up 4 yards there. Takes it to the Patriots' 28-yard line. He says, holding. And then he says, well, it happens. I guess that's what happened to the Eagles versus the Giants that game, I guess. That's what I guess. It just happens, huh? But here we go, 3rd and 13. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. They're going to hand it to the back there, and the back picks up maybe a yard on the play. So the Pats got to punt the football back to the Buffalo Bills here. 4th and 12 coming up here. Again, we're in the 3rd quarter with about 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Pats are up 11-7, but they're about to punt the football back to the Bills. 80 says stopped. And so 80s, or maybe I should say 180, says, 6 and out. So 180 pulling the 180 here. All right, but the Pats are about to punt the football here. It's going to be extremely tough right here in the 3rd quarter to get a decent punt with the wind going against you here. But let's see how he does. All right, so Buffalo looks like they want to come after this one. Oh, come on, man. Come on now. Another penalty's coming up here. You see, Mike says Harrison Phillips actually playing good tonight. All right, so false start. That's a big 5 yards right there. That's a big 5 yards. The 3rd quarter is really tough. The Pats have got to make sure that they go out there in the 3rd quarter and play extremely smart here, because especially when you have to punt the football here, the wind's already against you. You cannot move yourself back 5 yards. You just cannot do it. Can't do it. All right, but here we go for the punt. Let's see. Sorry about that one. All right, so the punt's on the way. Let's see. All right, so it is taking a Patriot bounce there. All right, so not the end of the world there. At the Buffalo starting off 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. So we'll take that punt given the circumstances. 80 says, hey, I haven't 180 nothing on this game. Let's see, Mike says, you know why penguins and polar bears don't like Buffalo? And so enlighten me. Definitely enlighten me. But again, right now, Buffalo's getting the football back here in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. They're trailing 7-11 here. Mike says too cold, JB, too cold. Absolutely. And so right now, we're looking to see who's going to get the first points or if anybody's going to actually score in the third quarter. In this one so far, in the first quarter, the Pats outscored Buffalo 8-7. In the second quarter, the Pats outscored them 3-0. Buffalo trying to get their first points since the first quarter, and their only score was given to them basically when the Patriots, the ball hit the guy in the helmet on the punt. And so the Bills started off at the 14-yard line. That is when they scored. But outside of that, they have not scored yet in this one. And so, and Mike with the jokes. Mike with the jokes. And see, Aiden says, I think Belichick's son was made from a penguin and a polar bear. Where are you guys coming up with this stuff at? But again, we're still at the commercial right now, guys. Still at the commercial right now. Again, Patriots lead this one 11-7, but it's Buffalo who's got the football right now, and the win is to their favor right now. So this is the time, if you're Buffalo, to try to make something happen. I feel like we've had a lot of commercials in this game now. It's really starting to add up here, all these commercials. I'm like, let the guys go out there and play. All right, I see that we're at 18 thumbs up right now, so let's keep it going, guys. Let us keep it going here. And if you haven't already, make sure that you press the thumbs up button here. Let's see if we can get to 25 by the end of the third quarter. All right, so here goes the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 37. All right, here they go in the shotgun. Beasley going in motion here. You've got about 4 receivers, 1 running back. Allen takes the snap. He's looking. Pats in pressure. Bills pick it up. It's caught by the receiver there, Emmanuel Sanders, and he picks up about a good 19 yards on the reception there. So now they got a 1st and 10 at the Patriots 44-yard line. Less than 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So here they go, 1st and 10. Allen is 8 of 14 for 76 yards passing and 7 yards rushing, and he's got a touchdown through the air as well in this one. In the shotgun, he's looking to pass. He's going to go deep. Incomplete. Took a deep shot there for Diggs. And so Diggs was open, but the football was not there. It just was not there. And so let's see. Mike says Sanders' first catch ever. And so let's see. 80 says, come on, catch that. 80 is referring to the defensive back. Andrew said, too good at coverage. Let him know, Andrew. Let him know. Too good at coverage. Here we go, out of the shotgun. They've got Moss in there, and they hand it to Moss right at the middle, and Moss picks up 3 yards there, 3rd and 7. And so the Patriots defense, 7 yards. Don't let them get the first. And don't let them get a completion here. Don't let them get a completion. Let's see. Mike says plays perfectly. I mean, who knows? Maybe Stephon Diggs, maybe his hand was too cold. Maybe it was too cold to make the catch. Who knows? Here we go, 3rd and 7. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Allen takes a snap. He feels the pressure, shakes away from one guy. He's running, and he's going to try to run it. And Judon tries to get him there, and Allen tries to get there, but let's see where they spot it. He's short. He is short. You got to rip that ball out when you're right in front of him. You see he's ripping. You know what he's going to do. He puts the ball out there. I get it. He thinks he's Michael Jordan out there, so he's going to try to put the ball out there. You have got to knock that ball out of his hand when he's going to reach that ball. All right, you guys have got to watch them here. A personal foul. Are you kidding me? Who's paying you right now? Are you serious? A personal foul? Really? He was reaching for the first down. You've got to be kidding me. What are you expecting to do? He's making a football move. That's stupid. Why would you call that? Are you kidding me, though? That's stupid, man. That is just stupid. They take the snap and they hand it to the back, and so the back, he picks up 3 yards there before the Patriots stop him. That's Zach Moss on the carry. Gonna call a foul on the man when the quarterback is still actively trying to get the first down, as if he wants him to back up like I don't want to touch him. Is that what he wanted us to do? Sorry, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. That was a stupid call by the referee. Absolutely stupid. 80 says personal foul. Even Mike says bad call. 80s, let it be in the past. Let it be in the past. Takes the snap, fakes it to the back. He throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. 80s, you told me I wasn't allowed to reference the Patriots and Eagles back when Donovan McNabb was playing. You told me I wasn't allowed to reference that game because it was too far back. I say the same thing with the tuck rule. Too far back. Come on now. It's been a long time ago. Over 20 years ago. All right, but here we go, 3rd and 7. Talk to him, Bill. Talk to him before I talk to him. Bill's a lot more calm than I would be. Allen, not the shotgun. Pressure's there. He's feeling Hightower in the company, and he throws it incomplete. Incomplete. 4th and 7 coming up from the Patriots 17-yard line. What are they going to do? Again, we're here in the 3rd quarter. 6 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Mike says the refs think Air Allen is Brady. All right, so here goes Tyler Bass here. 35-yard field goal attempt. Should be nothing for him. Kick is up. And he just gets it in there. Just gets it in there. So now the score is Pats 11, Bills 10. And so, my bad about that. Let's see. Andrew says the Bills paying the refs. 80 says it was a bad call. Let's see. Mike says overthrow Gabe. Mike says, JB, you're past torture for 20 years. And so, what can I say? I mean, we don't write apologies for that one. Mike says, Tyler C. Bass, there you go. 80 says 2018 isn't far back when the Pats lost the backup quarterback, yada, 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 all that stuff. I mean, we still got our same coach, so we can still talk about that. You guys, however, don't have your coach or your quarterback. So, just saying. Just saying. We're 1-1 in the Super Bowl. 1-1. But again, we're still at the commercial here, and it's a 1-point game. Pats lead this one 11-10. We're still in the 3rd quarter here. 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Let's see what the Pats will do with the football here. And he says the same coach who got out coached. Bill's not sweating it. He's not sweating it. You know, there's a lot of coaches out there that got them one little Super Bowl ring and couldn't get back. But there's very few who went out there and done it as much as the great Bill Belichick did it. So don't you forget that. Don't ever forget it. You may have one, but this man has many. Never forget it. But I won't have to remind you that, because after this one, the next stream, you're going to be the one talking about his greatness. So there you go. Again, the score is 11-10. Pats up over the Bills in this one here in the third quarter, 6 minutes and 35 seconds. But the Pats need to score here on this drive. You don't want to punt the ball back, especially have bad field position right now, because a field goal would give the Bills a lead. So you've got to go out there and you've got to find a way to get some points here. Whether it be a touchdown, field goal, you got to score something in this one. All right, so we got the kickoff on the way here. Let's see if we're going to return here. No return on that one, of course. And so, yeah, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Pats at their own 25-yard line. Again, we're here in the third quarter, 6 minutes and 35 seconds here. The Patriots need to get some more points on the board right now. All right, Patriots again, heavy formation, got a fullback and a back in the back. For that back is Harris. They give it to Harris. Harris running. Harris, look at him go. Harris, he's still on his feet before he gets pushed out of bounds there after gaining 22 yards and a first down for the Patriots at the 47-yard line. That man, Damien Harris, he's clocking in and he's putting in work. Let's go. Let's keep feeding them. Let's keep feeding them. You need the offensive line to keep going out there, keep playing smart. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Heavy formation again. Got a fullback in the backfield. This time is Stevenson. And Stevenson on the other side there. And look at him. A Bills player pushed him across the first down line, and he picks up 10 yards and another first down for the Pats. So let's go. Keep feeding them. Keep feeding them. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the Bills' 43-yard line. You just got to keep running here, because right now you don't want to think about a field goal or nothing like that. You just got to keep doing it. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Pats. Heavy formation again. Got a fullback in the backfield here. Jones up under center, multiple tight ends here, and one receiver. Takes a snap, tosses it to the back. And then you've got Stevenson still on his feet there, picks up a solid 6 yards on the play, making it 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Pats. So 2nd and 4 here at the Bills' 36-yard line. Mike says that he hates Damien Harris. Shoot. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. Heavy formation again. Fullback in the backfield. They hand it to the back. And so this time, Buffalo's able to get there and prevent him from gaining anything on the thing. Matter of fact, he lost a yard on the play. So now we got 3rd and 5 coming up here. And again, given this situation right now, the Pats will not have a field goal as an option. So therefore, 2 downs here to try and get the first down. Let's see what happens. Again, we're still in the third quarter here with about 4 minutes to go here in the third. 206 yards on the ground for the Patriots so far in this one. Jones up under center. And he calls a quarterback sneak. And wow, okay, he picks up about 4 of the 5 yards that he needs on the quarterback sneak up the middle, but it's going to bring up 4th and 1. At least now it's a lot more manageable. Let's see what happens. Mike says, wow, Bills are bad. Andrew says, our Patriots are good. That's always an option. That's always an option. But, man, it's a big 4th down right here for the Patriots. It's time to eat, guys. Let's go ahead. That's right. Bring in those run blockers. We know what it is. It's man against man here. We need a yard. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'd go ahead and do a quarterback sneak again right now. I would do it again. They got to respect my running back in the backfield, so I'd do it again. Jones lines up here up under center. Takes a snap. Quarterback sneak. And where are they going to spot it at? Where are they going to spot it? All I'm seeing is bodies here. Referee says first down for the Pats. There we go. First down for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the Bills. 32-yard line. Again, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Patriots thinking touchdown. I want a touchdown. Let's see who gets to the end zone here for the Pats. Here we go. 1st and 10. Heavy formation again. Take the snap. Hand it to the back. Up. They're going to stop the play here. They're going to stop the play. Okay, so, all right. So Buffalo coach wants to challenge the call there. Exactly. Good luck finding them. That's a desperation challenge right there. Just pure desperate. Let's see. Mike says cornerback Levi Wallace terrible. Let's see. Mike begs the refs to call a penalty there. Mike says it ain't like ice handball on throw shooting. So we're saving that for the 4th quarter. We're saving that for the 4th quarter. Right when the Bills are all in, save it for the 4th, and then hey, let's see what happens. Mike says that he is livid right now. He is livid. Let's see. Mike says a trench. Warfare. There you go. Warfare. There you go. Let's see. Mike says, I scared my cat yelling at the TV. Can't be doing that now, Mike. Can't be doing that. Now the cat's gone for the rest of the night. He's like, you tripping tonight. Mike says he called 5-yard shoot. Oh, my. I mean, good luck for them finding an angle to where they can confidently overturn something like that. That's just hard to see. Like, I don't even know where it was. So you have to go off the original call because you really can't see him. And we're here at yet another commercial. Again, the Patriots lead this one 11-10. They've got the football, but the play is being reviewed right now to see if indeed he did get the first down. Mac Jones on the quarterback, sneak up the middle, and we will see what the referees say if they find enough evidence to overturn it, or will it stay the same? But Patriots lead this one 11-10. Just 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the 3rd. All right, so the play is going to stand. The play is going to stand. First down for the Patriots. It's going to cost the Bills a timeout. Let's see, Eddie says he was calling like Chucky. Mike says, I seen Matt crawling like 7 yards staying. And so, hey, whatever it takes. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 for the Pats here at the Buffalo 37-yard line. Again, we've got 7 plays. Well, actually 6 plays, 43 yards, about 4 minutes and 6 seconds in terms of time of possession so far in this one. Again, third quarter, 2 minutes and 29 seconds left. Patriots 211 yards rushing. Bills just 50. Pats up by 1, 11-10. Here we go, heavy formation. Jones up under center. Takes a snap. Hands it. Stevenson. He's gobbled up there, and it's going to be a no-yard gain on the play there. So we got, let's see. They'll probably give him a yard there. So we're going to have 2nd and 9 coming up here. So 2nd and 9 coming up here at the 31-yard line of the Bills. All right, so here we go. Jones up under center here. Heavy formation. Fullback in the backfield. And they hand it to Stevenson. Stevenson's running. Stevenson, look at him go. He picks up the first down there. Another 10 yards in the first down for the Patriots. 21 yards away from the end zone. That is what I'm talking about. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, the fourth quarter, the Pats will have the win to their back there, so that will definitely help them there. But great job by Stevenson on this one, continuing to run the ball. And that is exactly why the Patriots were able to give away Sony Michel, because they had this abundance of running backs in the backfield. And this is definitely an important game for those guys. Another heavy formation. They take it. They hand it to the back again. And this time, Stevenson being patient. He gets a good solid 6 yards on the carry there. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up at the Buffalo 15-yard line. Again on this drive, 9 plays, 60 yards, about 5 minutes and 25 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. And so Mike says trench battle. 80 says, Mike, what's happening? 80s wants to know. Andrew says, first down, let's go. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 5. They're going to hand it to Stevenson. Stevenson, somehow he's getting through there, and he picks up another first down there for the Patriots. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 10. 10 yards away from the end zone. This is exactly where you have to continue to play. But luckily here, the clock's going to go ahead and run out here. It's going to take us to the fourth quarter here. So therefore, a field goal is now an option should we need it at this point. So for the rest of the game here, barring any type of overtime, this will play into the favor of the Patriots here in terms of the win. So there we go. End of the third quarter here. And at the start of the fourth quarter, the Patriots will walk into the fourth with the lead 11-10 in this one, 10 yards away from the Bills' end zone. And let's see, Mike says, livid. Mike is livid right now. He says so much on the line. And so Andrew says he feels a touchdown coming. Same here. I'm right there with you, Andrew. I am right there with you. We just got to keep on keeping on here. Keep running them. I like how Stevenson is running here. Continue to run him. Let him get us into the end zone. Good things will happen at the start of the fourth quarter, but right now at the end of the third, it's Patriots up by 1, 11-10. Let's see if they can finish off this 10-play, 65-yard drive that has 6 minutes and 35 seconds in terms of time of possession in this one. Mike says, well, 80s, every game since day one, I said the Bills can't stop the run. And he says, Bills linebackers terrible. He said the DTs are many. He says no secondary. I mean, Mike, we still got a whole quarter left to go, Mike. There's still a whole quarter left to go. Mike says, I am. Is that a word? I was looking like, I don't think I've seen anybody use that word before, Mike. Wow. So Mike is clearly not happy with his Buffalo Bills at home against the New England Patriots here. Fourth quarter, when we get back from commercial here, we've gotten so many commercials so far in this one, guys. But yeah, definitely let's see if the Patriots can finish up in the end zone here, take a touchdown. And so they're up by 11. So now that the situation is what it is, when they scored a touchdown, I would imagine they would kick the extra point. But we'll see if Bill Belichick could be ultra aggressive and try to get maybe a 2-point conversion, make it a 2-possession game. We'll see. We will see if they do indeed score a touchdown. All right, so here we go in the fourth quarter. Right now, separated by 1 point in this one. Can the Patriots punch it into the end zone here? We're about to find that out. We are about to find that out, but here we go. Fourth quarter, the final quarter. Cannot have a penalty. You cannot have any type of a penalty here. I don't want to see a flag thrown at all. At all. But here we go. Jones up under center. We got 2 receivers on the play, 1 tight end. They hand it to the back there in the back. He's brought down in the backfield there. He lost 4 yards. Buffalo was looking for that one. So he lost about 3-4 yards on that carry. Second down coming up. 2nd and 13 from the Buffalo 14. And so Buffalo defense, they've been gunning for it. But here we go, 2nd and 13. Heavy formation again. Takes a snap, going to hand it to the back. And this time, Stevenson brought down again. Dang it, brought down again for another loss on the play. What are we doing? In case they don't know, the end zone is the other way. You cannot stall on these drives, man. You cannot stall on these drives. Let's see, Mike says, yeah, Molino, what big play? Okay. And so now they hand it to the back there. This time it's Bowden. And Bowden, he picks up 3 yards there. Okay, got to take it to the Buffalo 16-yard line. So a big stop there by the Bills. But as long as the Patriots can get a good 3 points right here and the defense keep playing like how they've been playing here, good things should happen. This is the kind of game where you have to really lay your hat on the ground game and the defense in this one. But here we go. Let's see if the Pats can convert here on the field goal. Kick is on the way, and it is good. It is good. Tack on 3 more points there for the Patriots. So they're up 14-10. So up 14-10 so far in this one. So when we come back from the commercial here in the fourth quarter with 13 minutes and a second left in this one, we'll see how the Bills offense does here with the win against them again here in the fourth quarter and what the Patriots defense will do against the Bills. We will find that out. Let's see. And so Mike says, what? Matt got 5 yards. He's got 5 yards rushing plus the 12 yards from that one completion he had earlier. So he's got a total of 17 yards. Let's see. Andrew says, field goal good. Absolutely. Mike says, shoot, I wanted him to miss it, JB. I'm not surprised by that, Mike. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. But yeah, once we get back from this commercial here, Patriots lead this one 14-10 here in the fourth quarter with 13 minutes and a second left to go here in the fourth quarter. I mean, if I am Josh McDaniels at some point on the next drive, especially if the defense gets a stop and we're somewhere at least at about our 40, 50-yard line, I would probably do some type of play action fake to one of our tight ends or something like that. Because right now they are just gunning, following guards and stuff. So you got to try something. Try something. All right, but let's see what's going on so far in this one, statistically speaking. So Josh Allen for the Bills, 8 of 17, 76 yards through the air. He's got 1 touchdown as well, been sacked 1 time. And then you look at him on the ground, 4 carries, 13 yards. In this one, Zach Moss, he's got 6 carries for 18 yards so far in this one. Singletary, 7 carries, 16 yards. Matt Breida's only got 1 carry for 3 yards so far in this one. Look at the Pats, Damien Harris, 10 carries, 111 yards, 1 touchdown in this one. As a team, 41 carries for 227 yards on the ground so far in this one. All right, but let's see on this kickoff real quick what's going to take place. Kickoff's on the way. Will there be a return here? Kick's kind of short. There will be a return here by the Bills. Let's see. He's at the 20, 25, at the 30, still dragging him down to about the 36-yard line. So, okay, good return there by Matt Breida. So now Buffalo's going to have 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. They're trailing by 4 points. It's 14-10. So if they get a field goal, it'll just be a 1-possession game again. They would need a touchdown to take the lead. With the wind against them here, let's see. I said it earlier. J.C. Jackson had a chance for a pick 6. If he gets another opportunity, he's got to be able to take advantage of it. This is usually around the time of the game where the Pats defense can create some type of turnover. Let's see. Bills here in the shotgun. You've got 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end, 1 back. They fake it to Singletary. They throw it to the tight end there. And Dawson, he doesn't actually stiff arm, therefore he gets stopped there and pushed out of bounds after he picked up 7 yards on the play there. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Bills at their own 43-yard line. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 3. 2 receivers towards the top of the formation here. They're going to hand it to the back there. Singletary, and Singletary picks up maybe a yard or 2 on the play. 3rd down coming up. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Buffalo Bills here. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter with 11 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this one. Pats lead 14-10, so up by 4. Let's see what the Bills do here on 3rd and 1. Again, they're not afraid to pass the ball. They are not afraid to pass the ball. Allen up under center, takes it. He fakes it to the back there, and they throw it, and it is caught by Diggs there. Takes it all the way to the Pats' 44-yard line. So he picked up 10 yards on the play and a 1st down for Buffalo. 1st and 10 at New England's 44-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, I'm trying to find the words to describe how mad I am. I mean, your team right now, they're moving the football. They're moving the football. But here goes Allen, 1st and 10. Let's see. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Allen's looking. Allen. Moving. Allen throws it. Incomplete. He was going again for Emmanuel Sanders there. Incomplete. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10. Come on, defense. We're going to need some plays. Defense, we need some plays. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, you've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Allen in the pocket. He's moving. He's going to run. And so Allen's still running there, takes it all the way down to the 23-yard line of the New England Patriots there. So that was 21 yards on the play. No flag for holding. Mike says, Sanders, absolutely. And so Mike says, all right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Patriots defense has got to clamp down now. They have got to clamp down now. If you get a chance to rip the ball out, rip it out. All right, but here go the shotgun, and they're going to hand it to the back there. And so Moss picks up 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 coming up. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter. 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 7. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 7 again. The defense needs to get some type of a stop. They need to get some type of a stop. But here they go out of the shotgun for the Bills at the 20-yard line. Takes a snap. Allen's looking. Patriots send 4. Allen has all kinds of time, too much time, and he's going to throw it there to Zach Moss, and Moss picks up 7 yards and a 1st down. There's a penalty, though. And so now we've got another penalty. Another penalty. Horse collar tackle there. So now we've got the Bills 6 yards away from the end zone. The one thing you did not need to happen. Let's see, Mike says, that's the collar. He says, he is not a horse. Oh, boy, here we go. If Zach Moss gets into the end zone, my fantasy team is done. I need the Patriots to stop everybody here. Moss gets the carry, and he gets about a yard on the carry. Let's see. 80 says it's so cold in Buffalo. Mr. Crab probably has 2 illegal massage girls in his box. That's messed up, 80s. That's messed up. That is messed up. But here we go in the 4th quarter again. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. And so the Bills knocking on the door. 2nd and 6. Mike says Matt got 4 yards passing. He's got 12 yards passing. 12 yards passing. Yeah, Andrew confirmed that one as well. 12 yards in this one. Mike says Kumaro. So, again, that timeout right there was the 2nd timeout by the Bills there. So, if it does come down to a late drive, at least they won't have a lot of timeouts to work with. But on this drive, so far, one heck of a drive by the Bills here. 8 plays. 58 yards, 4 minutes and 43 seconds in terms of time of possession. 80 says, Mike called this play. And so Mike says 12. My apologies. Oh, boy. Here we go. 2nd and goal. Need the defense to make a stand here. Some type of stop, some type of penalty or something to move the offense backwards here. 2nd and goal. Come on, defense. This is where I need Matthew Judon to step up at. 2nd and goal. Josh Allen takes a snap. He fakes it. And the pressure's there. Allen trips, but he gets back up. And this time he's going to be sacked by Matthew Judon. That's right. Perfect timing. Big time sack. Big time sack. Huge sack here. Woo! So here we go. 3rd and goal. 15 yards away from the end zone here. Let's see. Let's see. Andrew says that Matthew Judon is a beast. Absolutely. And let's see. Mike says a horse. And so, hey, he's not a horse. It's not a horse. But here we go. 3rd and goal. Can the defense come up big for me? Josh Allen takes a snap. He throws it in the end zone, but it's incomplete. The closest guy was safety Devin McCourty there. And so now Josh has his hands up. He's confused. He doesn't know what's going on here. But will Buffalo opt to go for it here? This is big. This is really big. If they end up going for it, I want to see Bill Belichick call a timeout here, and let's make sure everybody's on the same page and knows what to expect. Will they go for the field goal? Oh, they're going to go for the field goal attempt here. Okay. I mean, excuse me. Mike is livid right now, he says. Absolutely livid. He says, what? But here he goes, his boy, Tyler Seabass, as he said, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Here, let's see. Snap is good. Kick is up. But the kick is no good. It is no good. He missed it. So the big drive right there results in no points for the Buffalo Bills and the Patriots defense. They bend, but they don't break. And that is a big missed field goal right there. Wow, he missed it. That's going to hurt. Right there. That's going to hurt. Wow. 80 says that was ugly. Mike says Tyler Seabass. Andrew says, let's go. He missed it. Let's go. 80 says disgusting. Mike says we're done. He says we're done. He says call game. He calls game with 7 minutes and 24 seconds left. Now we are at our own 15-yard line. But if the pass can come out and run the ball and actually finish in the end zone here, then hey, that'll be extremely good here. That would be extremely good. And so Andrew says, let's go. He's fired up. He is fired up, baby. Let's go. Oh, man, that was a stressful drive right there. Very stressful drive, but luckily we were able to prevent them from getting a score on that one. That was big time right there. Big time. Mike says stick a fork in this, JB. We're going to try. We're going to try. Whew. But, man, that was one heck of a drive, though. I will say that. But so far in this one, Josh Allen, he's 11 of 22. 101 yards passing. He's got 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He was sacked twice, including that last sack. That was huge. It bumped him backwards in this one. I mean, so far in this one, Zach Moss, 8 carries, 21 yards. Singletary, 8 carries, 18 yards. Allen, 5 carries, 34 yards, including that 21-yard run that he had on that previous drive there. But it's going to be up to the Pats to continue to protect the football first and foremost and move the football. You want to get as far away from your own goal as possible right now and eat up some of that clock. If Damien Harris is good to go, now's the time to go out there and let's run Damien Harris and see if he can get us another good kick there. But wow, the score right now is Patriots 14, Buffalo 10. Again, we're in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. The Bills have only 1 timeout remaining in this quarter, while the Patriots have all 3. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Again, Buffalo has done a good job lately as of when they know the run is coming, in which, I mean, it shouldn't be a guessing stuff, but they've gotten some plays in the backfield, including that play right there. They got Stevenson down there in the backfield, lost a yard on the play, 2nd and 11 coming up from the past 22-yard line. It's been really hit or miss. We've either gotten 3 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards, or either we've lost 3 yards or 5 yards on the play. It's been really hit or miss. All right, so here we go. Jones up under center here. Again, we got one back in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion. They're going to fake the toss there. Jones is bootlegging, and he's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. He was throwing for Nelson Aguilar there. Incomplete. The defense was ready for it. Now we've got 3rd and 11 coming up. We need to find a way to get a first down. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 11 coming up. Let's see what the Pats do on this one. So 3rd and 11, we have got to try to get this first down. Give us some room. Jones takes a snap. He throws it short, and it's caught by Bowden. And Bowden, he picks up 6 yards, but it's not enough for the first. So we've got 4th and 5 coming up here. And so the Patriots got to punt the ball right back to the Buffalo Bills. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter. We've got 6 minutes and 23 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. They finally got the memo that, look, we're going to have to pass the ball at least a little bit here. So I look forward to seeing the next drive for the Pats to see just how much they're going to go ahead and actually run this one. Pass the ball in the future here. But again, there's about 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Patriots about to punt the ball back to the Buffalo Bills. Patriots lead this one 14-10. All right, so we got a punt on the way here, and this one is a doozy. It's on the way, and it's going to roll into the end zone there. And so Buffalo will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Again, we're here in the 4th quarter. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. So we're going to need the defense to try to get us a 3 and out and get us the football right back. But right now, you've got to play Buffalo the same way that you would if the weather was good, because Josh Allen is still out there trying to throw the football. All right, so let's see. All right, so it's going to be in the shotgun formation here for Josh Allen and company. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it deep, and it is caught on his sideline by Diggs. They say it's inbounds, and they're going to give him the 26-yard reception, taking it all the way to Buffalo 46-yard line. And I'm going to need to see a replay to see if his feet were indeed inbounds. All right, let's see. 80 says, is it a catch? And so, yeah, they're going to give him that catch. That was a catch. That was a catch. I will not lie about that one. That was a catch. Mike says 10 points, 80. All right, so Allen takes it. He throws it to Moss, and Moss picks up about a good 5 yards there. So at this point in the game now, both teams, they've thrown the ball a little bit into it now. We've played 4 quarters in this, so now they've made adjustments here, and you can tell that Buffalo here, they're still spreading it out. They're still passing the ball, running it here. They're running more of their offense here as this game continues to go on. 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, so here you go. They're motioning Moss. 2nd and 5 out in the punter center here. Takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He sees his tight end, and his tight end gets the completion there, picks up 7 yards and a first down. The cat's not convinced. He's not convinced, Mike. He's just not convinced. All right, so we've got 4 minutes left in this 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Bills. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, and they've got Moss, who's lined up next to Allen in the shotgun. Allen takes a snap here. Allen feels the pressure, so he throws it, overthrows Moss there, out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, this is where the defense has got to be a little bit more optimistic there, especially if he's going to throw the ball up that's beyond, say, 12 yards, 12, 15 yards there. You say drops, caught it. But here we go in the shotgun again. This time Singletary's in the backfield. They're going to take the snap, and they're going to hand it to him. And so safety took a bad angle on that one. And so Singletary picks up 17 yards. What are we doing? Singletary? 17 yards. Oh, man, this defense is making things extremely interesting here in the fourth. We have got to get a stop and get the ball back to the offense. And so right now, oh, no, not Matthew Judon. And so there we go. Let's see. Mike says, best run ever by the Bills running back. 80 says, where JB at? 80s, you better hope this works out for Buffalo, because I'm going to remind you that afterwards. Let's see. Andrew says, come defense, step it up. And so Mike says, you're all backed up for the pass, JB. And so, yeah, but the safety came up, took a terrible angle on that one. But we've got Matthew Judon down, and so I need him to be okay. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bills. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Pats, we have got to find a way to get a stop here. We have to. So Knox goes in motion here. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. And it is caught by Sanders there. And Sanders picks up about 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. Mike says, do you guys get a bye week? Yeah, our bye week should be coming up. It should be coming up. I believe it's coming up after. Yeah, it should be next week, I think. Our bye week kicks in, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, we haven't had our bye week yet. 80 says the Bills mascot is scary. But here we go out of the shotgun once again at the 20. Allen takes a snap. Allen, he's going to scramble. And Allen, he picks up the first down again for Buffalo. And so another first down for Buffalo here. So we've got 1st and 10 for the Bills, 14 yards away from the end zone. Again, 7 plays, 66 yards here. We have got to find a way as a defense to get yet another stand. I know the defense can do it. I know they've been out there a lot, but they got to dig really deep here. Buffalo's got just one timeout, so we can get to the offense again and be up by 4. You got to like our chances, man. You just got to. All right, here we go. Allen up under center here. 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield and a tight end. Take the snap. Hands it to Singletary. Singletary up the middle. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. All right, so here we go again. It's going to be 2nd and 9 here. Patriots call a timeout. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter here. So nice call timeout. Nice job calling the timeout. Let's draw up something special here and make sure the defense knows what could happen. I would love to see a penalty against the Bills or something. Mike says, is that deep, Mike? Is that deep? Let's see. Mike says, give up Brady on penalty, ref. 80 says, you got to. Mike says, Mac want heat. If he wants the heat, he got to win. He just got to. But so far in this drive for the Bills, 8 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes and 32 seconds in terms of time of possession. Let's see. Mike says, Mac I already read that one. Let's see. He says, Mac JB Jones. It's got a nice ring to it. Let's see. Old man says, we had this game, but when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And so that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But there's still hope for the defense. Allen takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. Incomplete. 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 It was the right decision. The ball was just a little out of range for Diggs on that one. 3rd and 9 coming up, man. 3rd and 9 coming up. Woo! Man. This game right here. This one right here. Mike says no. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 9. For Allen and company. Let's see. He's lined up in the shotgun here. Tight end moved early. Knox moved early. That's going to back them back 5 yards there. That's right. False start on the tight end. Back them up 5 yards. There you go. Big time penalty. That's huge. But the defense has got to be alert because, Allen, he's been getting those 13-plus yard completions. So you have got to make sure you get him. No penalties against us. And try to get a sack if possible, but don't let him throw it in the end zone. Don't even let him throw it in the end zone. Come on, defense. Coach him up, Coach Bill. Coach him up. Because they will go for it on 4th down, so it's important. It's pivotal that we get a stop again. The score is Patriots 14, Bills 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this one. Let's see Allen. He's been taking a couple deep shots towards Sanders. Let's see what he does. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's moving. Up. He saw the D tackle. Up. He avoided 2 guys. How you do that? What's going on? He throws it in the end zone. Oh, that was so close. Woo, we caught a big break. Woo, Dawson drops with a drop that might have dropped this game for Buffalo. But we'll find out, though. But that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. But we still got to make one more stand, guys. We still got to make one more stand here. And then hopefully the offense can do what they got to do and get us a 1st down. Wow. That was super close. Coach him up, Bill Belichick. Coach them up. Man, this is a lot riding right now, guys. A lot riding right now. Mike says, dropped it. And so living up to his nickname. Let's see, Andrew says, 4th down, let's go. And so 80s makes an imaginary pass interference. And so Andrew says, no chance, absolutely. Oh, man, guys, but here we go. 2-minute warning here. 4th and 14. It comes down to 4th down here. Woo! Man. Why do we need commercials for anyways, man? Why do we need commercials for right now? Now's not the time for it. Let's see. Andrew says good coverage is what it's called. Tell him again, good coverage is what it's called, but I want to see that good coverage happen again. I don't want to see any mistakes in the secondary. Everybody do your job. Get after Allen. Don't give him time. Don't let the Bills get this. Don't let them get it. Let's see. Mike says, I'm going to be all grumpy to everyone tomorrow. It's still 4th down. It's still 4th down. We still got to get this stop. And even so, the Bills used 2 of their timeouts there, so if we can just get the football back. That's what the doctor ordered. 1 1st down should be all it takes. Oh, man, defense, baby. Come on, defense. We're so close. I can taste it. We're so close, man. So close. Let's see how they line up. If I'm Bill Belichick, see how they line up. Then we'll call a timeout. Meanwhile, Damien Harris, he's been ruled out for the rest of this game due to a hamstring injury. So it's going to be up to Stevenson, the rookie, along with Bowden, to hold the fort down when we get the football back. But first things first, the defense. We need one more stand, baby. One more stand. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. We have got to make sure that we're alert back there in the secondary. I don't want to see any pass. I don't want to see Josh Allen scramble and pick up yards here. But meanwhile, we've got a Patriots defender. Oh, no, that looks like Wilson. We don't need these guys getting hurt. Let's see. Mike says that Bill Belichick up to his old tricks. I surely hope so, Mike. I surely hope so, Mike. Because those tricks, they win. Oh, man. Come on, defense. But definitely hoping that Adrian Phillip is going to be okay. And we've got another commercial right now to stick through. So they're really going to make us sit through this one. 80 says they are booing. Classless. That is classless. You cannot boo the man for being hurt. Yes, see, Mike says, how you get hurt on your playoff? And so, I mean, he had to be already hurt. Oh, man, but we still got this whole thing. I mean, I want him out there. It all comes down to this, baby. Let's see. All comes down to this. Allen in the shotgun. Let's go. Patriots showing pressure. Bills 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Patriots still showing pressure here. Allen takes the snap. Patriots sending pressure. Allen throws it. Oh, it's deflected. Great job, baby. Great job. Yes. Let's go. What a big time stop. There you go. Andrew says, game over. It's a wrap. Done. Finish. 80 says, who was he throwing that to? I don't know. But we still got to go out there and run the football and protect the football. Still got to protect the football. Yes, Andrew says, let's go. Let's see. Patriots heavy formation here. Gonna hand it to the back there. And so Stevenson picks up about a tough 2 yards there. All right, so the Bills called a timeout. That's their final timeout, and they can no longer stop the clock. That is their 3rd and final timeout. So all the Pats got to do here is go ahead and run the ball, baby. Go ahead and let's run the ball. You see, Mike says, I would not have thrown it to the Patriots guy, but Mike says, boo. Mike says, cheating. Nothing a Patriot fan has never heard before. So, but here goes Jones up under center. Janu Smith goes in motion here. They hand it off here. We just need a first down, baby. Just get us a first down there. And so he gains a yard there. Oh, it would be so nice if we can just run things out here and find a way to get this first down and just end it with our offense. That would be nice. Why is this? Why? I was about to say, why are we stopping the clock here? Thank you. You said the words, Bill. You said it before I could. What in the heck is going on out there? Why are we stopping the clock? It makes no sense. All right, so whatever they're waiting for to okay. All right, so we're going to let some more time run off the clock there. We'll take that. So the Pats are just going to go ahead and probably run this one down as much as they can and then probably call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock. We've got 55 seconds left. Again, the Patriots lead this one 14-10. All right, so here they go at the line here. All right, so the Patriots call a timeout. Bill Belichick's a little heated right now. I mean, he can use that. It's a little cold out there, so he can use some heat. But let's see, Mike said everything's still going as planned. Absolutely. Let's see, Doctor says they hate us because they ain't us. That's a fact. That is a fact. But, man, wow, this game right here. Wow. The defense coming up big back-to-back times. Wow. Wow. Andrew agrees. How about it, guys? How about it? How about it? This was, oh, man. I mean, oh, man. This is so huge to be down here on the road. I mean, we'll play them again, but next time it'll be down at the Patriots. So to be on the road at Buffalo, wow. Their conditions actually played to our favor here. Jones takes a snap. Jones goes down there, and so he got close to being able to run it out there. All right, so just 1 second different. We can go ahead and just play it safe. Mike says it's all about the second game we lost on purpose. Sure, Mike. Sure. We don't mind if you lose that one on purpose too, Mike. We don't mind. All right, so just 1 second remaining. So Mac Jones is going to go out there and just go ahead and Take that knee. One more time. Take that last second off the clock, baby. And let's get that W in the win column. Let's go on the road. In a division rivalry game. Such a big-time contest. Prime-time matchup. So proud of this team. Wow, this was a team victory right here. Not going to lie, a team victory. All right, so it's final. Let's final. The Patriots have won. They've prevailed. So there we go. Mike, 80s, I'm going to be looking to see you guys talking the next stream about how great the great Bill Belichick is as a head coach and all like that and all of his greatness. And so appreciate doing that bet with you guys there. Appreciate it. Let's go, Pats. There we go. 9-4. Here we go. 3-1 in the division. Let's go. What about that? What about that? That is insane. Andrew says game over. What about that, guys? Mike, and so let's see. I think I already said that one. Let's see. Mike says, I have seen our on purpose safety to kill clocks. And so old man says, let's go, JB. Let's go, old man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So the Pats with the big-time road victory. Yes, let's go. Let's go. 80s, where you at? You've been asking all game where I'm at. Are you under a desk right now, 80s? Where you at? And so Andrew says, best team in the AFC. Undeniably. Undeniably. Mike says, oh, man. Hey, Mike, you try to have a good week now, Mike. You try to have a good week now, Mike. I know it's tough, but like you said, we will play again a second time and so forth. Still plenty of football left to be played, but some important games coming up, though. Important games. Absolutely. And so Doctor says, best in the league. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I guess my question is, who's next on the schedule? That's what I want to know. Who's next? And so Andrew says facts. And so absolutely. I mean, we had a couple guys go down late in the game, hoping that they're going to be okay, going to continue to monitor their situation. You know, your Adrian Phillips of the world, obviously Damien Harris as well, but Damien Harris, he typically get those hamstrings from time to time. He should be okay there. But, yeah, definitely want to make sure everybody's good to go moving forward. Matthew Judon, of course, hope he's okay. Really hoping he's okay because we need them boys. We need this team. We need to stay healthy. And so, absolutely. So, let's see. Andrew says facts. And Mike says Belichick is the best. Hey, we don't want that dang at the end. We just want Belichick is the best. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. But I look forward to seeing that the next time I see you guys on the stream. Best believe it, guys. But, yeah, you guys take care. And so, yeah, those of us that are Patriot fans, it's one heck of a Monday night, guys. Our team put in work, got the tough victory. And so these are the kind of games that, hey, it pays to have the type of depth at the running back position when it's this point of the season because you never know how the weather's going to be. But, yeah, guys, you guys take care. And Mike, man, Mike, try not to think too hard about this, man. Don't be too grumpy out there. Doctor says we got to buy next week. Okay, so that will help. I know we got the Colts coming up as well. You know, I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that matchup going down to Indianapolis. That's going to be a tough one, trying to stop Jonathan Taylor and company. But we're going to make it do what it do. That we will. We're going to make it do what it do. And so Mike says, okay, catch you, JB. Yeah, take care, Mike. It was fun. We'll definitely do this again, man. We'll definitely do this again. But, yeah, you have a good night. You take care. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Looking forward to seeing you guys again on Thursday. That's going to be my next stream. It's Thursday Night Football. But you guys take care. Appreciate you guys for joining me. It's been fun. It's been real. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel so you'll be notified of the games that I will be streaming. But, yeah, you guys take care. Andrew says bye. All right, have a good night, Andrew. And so Doctor says great streams. Hey, I appreciate you, Doctor. Take care. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Have a great night. All right, guys, about to end the stream now. But take care, everyone, and have a great night.